People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on.
There's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like there's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like there's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on.
Thank you very much for that, Ian Wright. With an introduction like that, what more is there to be said, people? People deluded, I'm back again. And as you can see, it's Manchester City against Arsenal. Welcome to the Arsenal versus Manchester City watch along. If you're on Twitch, one love, make sure you're following on Twitch. YouTube gang, please make sure you hit the like button. Oh Lord, sorry people, my attention just got drawn. I just seen Harlan walking into the building. Do you know what? There's a million reasons to be shook, and I am shook. But there's also a million reasons to be optimistic. Life is what you make it. You know, the past brings regret. The future brings uncertainty. We prayed for days like this and days and nights like this. It's time for Arsenal to stand up to be counted if you really want to do this thing. You know, I don't look at the league table, but we haven't left ourselves much, if any, margin for error. Allegedly, for some reason, the Premier League trophy is at the ground, people. The Etihad. Boy, as we know, allegedly, Manchester City are 5 points behind Arsenal with 2 games in hand. If they win, it's a good look. And while I don't want to draw too many conclusions because there's hella mathematic possibilities, whoever wins this probably does win the Prem. And for Arsenal, in an ideal world, that if we could beat City, you know, it's taken 11 attempts, there's still no success. We still ain't won there since 2015. We'd have to go and do the business in the remaining games. And with Newcastle, Chelsea, you know, Brighton to come, we don't know what's to be said. Again, it's crucial that these players play the game and not the occasion. Evidently, they know the talking points. We all do. You're not their humans. They're not idiots. They know what's to be at stake. But what's the worst that can happen today? You make a mistake. You dent any fading title hopes. These are big things. But if you know the reality and you know what the media and everyone's going to say, you might as well be fearless. What's the worst that can happen? We prayed for days like this, you know. Obviously, as a footballer, you want to look back and say you've won stuff. You've played in big games. You've been in high-pressure moments. Obviously, Patrick Vieira's played for City as well. Vieira's in the building. Come on. We embarrassed ourselves in front of Thierry and that against Southampton. Boy, apparently we're wearing the red one, but some people say we're wearing the black one. You better keep up this level of optimism throughout the match. Listen, who said I'm optimistic about anything? This is the reality. Might as well have a go. To be honest with you, I know what we're talking about in relation to the league, but I've seen United beat City. I've seen Spurs beat City. We need to do that, you know. It's simple as that. Our away form has been better than our home form. We've been more competitive in top 6 games. I'm very proud of what Mikel Arteta and the boys have done in comparison to the last 3 seasons. But if we're looking at this league title thing, the margins for error and the levels go up. Yes, there's bare injuries and things. City got an injury of their own. We've got to be prepared to suffer for 90 minutes. I haven't seen the lineup, man. Man said Holding starts. Yeah, I give up. I'm not trying to single him out, but he ain't Arsenal quality. FA, man, I hear you, but you knew he was playing, didn't it? At least draw or win, lose, and the title is gone. Hey, put my money where my heart is. 7 KPs on Arsenal. Again, Twitch gang, gamble responsibly. And shout out to everybody tuned in, man. Big up Francis and Derek and Danny and Cohen, many Tans and many of you. Sadiq as well. You had the comment. You had the first one on the live stream. Smash the like button. Can we get to 100 likes? Martinelli B. Walker. I think you mean versus Walker going to be a good foot race. Boy, you're going to have to get him. You know, Walker's still quick, but he ain't a spring chicken. Martinelli is. Go out there and do what needs to be done. Well, one thing I should do is actually look at the lineup, people, because I tried to guess it just to skip ahead a bit. Back 3 from City. Fair enough. That's why they call him Pep Guardiola. No surprises where Arsenal are concerned. Ramsdale, Zinchenko, White, Holding, Gabriel, Partey, Odegaard, Granit, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. So doesn't look like a three at the back to me. And Arteta's prepared to die on his sword, isn't it? Really and truly, this is the system that got him here. I'm sure you lot have been a part of my live streams. Again, I think Arteta is damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. If he wins, he's stuck to his guns. And all of that stuff. If he doesn't win, we're naive. He set us up to fail, etc. If he changes things and it works, you're a tactical genius. If he changes things and we lose, you bottled it. You were scared. You thought too much about City. Obviously, we're gonna have to tweak our game. I don't know if we're gonna play a high line or if we're gonna play a high line. We need to be street smart. But this lineup tells me Mikel Arteta wants to go out, and as much as it's about City and they're the stronger side and all of those things, we have matched them in the last few games. And this tells me he wants to go out there and focus on our qualities. And football's a simple game. You need to put the ball in the back of the opponent's net if you want to win in it, and we need to be able to do that. Again, it's put up or shut up. Me as a fan, I've been here and I'll be here longer than these players. But you lot as footballers, as much as I love this club and I hope we're letting down a marker and all of that jazz, I can't guarantee we'll be here next year. And I can't guarantee all of you will be in, everybody who is playing will be in this situation in an ideal world if we're going to be here. So stand up to be counted. If nothing more, please, 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 please be competitive, which we kind of have been against Manchester City. Well, to be honest, I got the lineup. Yeah, I did think it would be an unchanged lineup. And there we have it. I'd love to obviously have Saliba, El Nene, and Tomiyasu available. Pep would like to have Ake available. They've got better depth than ours, but that doesn't mean much. Got no excuses for any team that suffers injuries. We've seen this movie all the time. We saw it last season again with certain number 16s playing, where we saw in the FA Cup what happened with Holding. But at that point, Holding managed to keep Haaland quiet. He didn't score technically in the 45 minutes Holding played. It was Ake in that. So yeah, and as I said, the last 2 games, 3 including at the Emirates last year, Pep's had our number because fundamentally he's won. But I think Arteta's thrown a lot of spanners in the works. Even if you go back to the last game where we didn't win, would you rather be in City's position winning the games or talking about playing well? Arteta, as much as Pep had his number, Arteta tactically had his number. Obviously, that Bernardo tweak sparked things in the last game. Ake managed to take advantage of Tomiyasu and Saka falling asleep. I can't lie, man. I need to turn the channel and come back at 8 p.m. man. This Pep, you're scaring me. Haaland, you're scaring me. I can't look at you look now. My attention keeps getting drawn. I'll keep an eye on the clock and assess at that time. So yeah, unchanged lineup where Arsenal are concerned. Back 3 from City. Boy, be interesting. And Rodri's probably going to drop and act as a sweeper as well. So it should be very interesting. Bernardo Silva's playing right wing back, or as a winger, hybrid role. It depends how you look at it. Stones is actually starting in midfield with Rodri. And obviously in real time, the whole City system is interchangeable, which from a neutral point of view, got to be interesting to watch. As you know, there's going to be moments where Stones is going to be as a centre back or be as a right back or probably be on the overlap with Bernardo. I'd say Bernardo Silva will probably do that as well. Obviously, with Walcott, he's almost a centre back / right back, and he's naturally a bit more conservative. So I don't expect him to step into midfield too many times, but he can do that and obviously provide an overlap. I need a bit more from everybody. You prayed for days like this. You wanted to be in situations like this. So simply put, act accordingly. We hope and pray, man. We hope and pray. I just wish we could, I wish this was FIFA. You could just skip this game, but you can't. So you've got Silva, you've got Akanji's on the left-hand side. Let's actually put him over there. Mr. Akanji, number 5. I did think they'd go with a 4, but Pep Guardiola knows his team. So Pep's tweak things, as much as we're focusing on City, that means he's obviously City have that luxury of always playing to their blueprint. But that must tell you that, he's trying to further suffocate the midfield and also trying to stifle any potential threats Arsenal have. Now, or immediately looking at that game, Zinchenko and Jesus, you're going to have to step into midfield as well because we need numbers. Again, 9 times out of 10, we play City. They have more possession than us. The last time we played them, we had more possession than them. But as you lot know, you've got to do something with possession or essentially it doesn't make much sense, essentially. So let's see what's going on. Hopefully we can do something, but if I was a betting man, I love this club. I love us, but I wouldn't bet on us. People smash the like button again. So yeah, Edison, Silva, Walcott, Diaz, Mr. Akanji. Who else you got in there? I think I'm missing someone out. Grealish. It's just a weird Pep. You're a weird lad, you know. Let's just put Stones' name there. Feel a bit weird putting him there. And as you know, Pep Guardiola is a master tactician, man. He's a fascinating man, to actually listen to as well, man. Because one thing I like about Pep, and you can tell he's intelligent in any walk of life. When someone that's achieved something like him does not talk in jargon and he explains things in layman terms so the casual can understand, that tells you the level of knowledge. Pep can have all the thoughts in his mind. Players. I'm not saying players are simple, but you think all of them see football like Pep? If you can't explain something to a child, how well do you know it per se? So yeah, you've got Stones, you've got Rodri, who, as much as Kevin De Bruyne loves to score against us, Haaland and Bernardo Silva typically turn up against us. Slyly, Rodri's been the villain a lot of the time, just like at the Emirates last season. But yeah, you've got him. Again, this could even be Gundogan's last season. Again, his future is subject to speculation, staying or going to a lot of clubs, much less Barcelona. Have all been things. He's getting on a bit. He's been at Arsenal. I wish he was at Arsenal. He's been at Man City for a number of years now. At some point, you have to think, do I want to have one last experience somewhere? Kevin De Bruyne needs no introduction. I think he scored the most against Arsenal of any opponent he's played in the Prem. So make of that what you will. Let's get that over here. So that should be everybody. Nope. Haaland is definitely not number 18. Number 9. Shout out. And Grealish is number 10. Grealish has found a lot of form. We should have bought him definitely before he became 100 million, man. Let's make sure everything is cushy there. Okay. Any mistakes, let me know, folks. Let's call this file hell. Because we're about to play now. Hopefully the angels are looking out for us today. I'm so nervous. Dang. Is what it is, man. So yeah, smash the like button. Pep has mastered the art. Yeah, Pep is the Brian Fox of football, breaks it down for us idiots. Pep breading us in the pre-match. Bro, Pep, don't listen. Pep plays the game. Anytime he gasses, he does two things. Anytime he over gasses it and is over positive about an opponent or a player, he doesn't rate the player, or he's got something, man. And this guy all season has been playing games. He knew that we would do what we're doing. He was trying, his team needed to kick in gears. They've caught us at the right time on paper. Biggest game of the season, biggest game in a long time in the history of this football club. Yes, we've been to Europa League final and stuff, but domestically, if you're not excluding cup competitions, when last have we been in a talking point like this? I know you could force it and say the Leicester season, but the media it was all Leicester Spurs. If City is the big tree, Arsenal is the small axe. Go for it, Gunners. Come on, small axe, chop down big tree and them things there, as a wise country says. I'm genuinely trying so hard to look at the positives, but City are not scoring less than 2 here. I hear that. I'm Korean, but I'm staying up all night watching the game. Big up South Korea. I don't think I've seen South Koreans in my live stream, so I appreciate you lot. We're breaking new ground, man. And big up to everyone all over the world who is operating out of a time zone that isn't kind. Grealish is a scary player, and probably because Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne took advantage of a silly mistake we made defensively. It's not Mike DG. You won't be here next year. It's now or never. I mean, swear down you're a fortune teller. One little Prem in 30 years and Liverpool giving it the biggin. And F you with your popcorn, man. But big up yourself, myself for tuning in. I can't wait for this game. Massive even for neutrals. I mean, if you're a neutral, I wish I was there. Must win if we lose. Chief is going to be unbearable. Listen, my guy. I'll say can't talk nothing. You can't talk nothing. All of I heard that in our Arteta's said, come on, you Gunners. We love this team regardless. Just put everything out there. We cannot replace him. Is the biggest lie I've heard from Pep. Pep. I'm surprised he's not got movie scenes, man. He knows how to act. No nerves. We're Duppy in City. I hope so. Win, lose, or draw the season's been mad. It's true, but I'm not going to lie, man. As much as I'm proud of the boys, it feels a bit Coach Cartery, Mighty Ducks-esque. At the end, you don't really get what you want. We speak about the defense, but we aren't ruthless enough as a team. At Fulham, it should have been 5 at halftime, as well as other games we won, but didn't destroy teams we deserve to. Need to be clinical. Yeah, we do. And as much as it's about the strikers, it's a mental block because we took the foot off the gas against West Ham. Liverpool were there for the taking. Obviously, I won't quite say we took the foot off there, but I think we did at the same time. You saw the crowd get excited. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, as you know, in football. Definitely as Arsenal fans, we've seen in the last 3 games, didn't get the result we wanted. And there's also been, even on a positive, Aston Villa and Brighton, we were goals down. So as I keep saying, I've been saying all week, as much as I love my club and what we're doing this year, if you actually look throughout the whole season, these same things have been happening. Allow us, man. Yeah, I got nothing else, LFC, but we're rivaling you, man. We're rivaling you. We're rivaling you. We're rivaling you. I got nothing else, mate. Just like you lot are banging on making noise from 11th. The game's the game. I know I'm either gonna be unbearable today or it's peak, but big up yourself, my guy. Holding today, you can become an icon. Just one amazing performance. Yeah, man, trust. Magtic. Please, God, please, man. Please, 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 man. I don't think coffee's gonna cut it soon, man. We're gonna have to get to something else. Law of averages say that we're due a result versus City, but then again, law of averages apparently don't apply to them, brother. Appreciate that, LFC. Brother, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. 11 games, bro. 11. As much as there's bigger talking points than just this game, win, lose, or draw. Come on, man. Come on. There's been some of you that are here today that are abroad watching this game at silly times. Some Arsenal fans have travelled both at home and away, but specifically away from home at the Etihad. How much time have Arsenal fans spent money on trains, tickets, and all these things, and we haven't got a result? Enough's enough, man. Like, please now, man. Like, I can't accept it anymore, really. City, of course I can, but it's long now, man. The pride's on the floor. The pride is on the floor. Like, we've been getting smacked, man. What do you need to win the game? Players normal, drop back. Both, man. You gotta be confident, but you can't be an idiot. We can't play the same way that we might have against other teams or teams also in the top 6. And if we are, you've got to be a bit smarter. There might be tactical tweaks in real time in the formation, collectively or individually. I'd imagine that when I watch the game again, I'm going to see little things like Partey might get told to be a bit more reserved, Benjamin White as well. Because reality is, from City are playing a back three, that tells me they want to stretch our shape. If we should be positive in possession, but that tells me they're going to make several runs off the ball, dominate possession, and try and get our shape out of place. So why? I'm not trying to name him, but logically speaking, if you're City, you're trying to pull Holding out of centre half. They probably expected Arteta to not switch to a back three, but you want Holding in the channels. You want him in the channels. You don't want you want Benjamin White nervous. Again, if Haaland is very good when it comes to high intensity pressing from the front. That let us down in the first 30 seconds against Southampton. It can't today. And as much as Ramsdale has to take accountability, and fundamentally it's his fault, when you watch the game again, and sometimes the camera angles aren't clear, but he's got an option of Holding, he's got Gabriel, he's got Partey, and he's got Zinchenko, if I can remember correctly. That's the pass he's tried to play. If Saliba's where Holding is, not to defend Ramsdale, because when in doubt, kick it out, and you shouldn't have done that, but I think he gives it to Saliba. That time he tried to do a madness. So are we potentially overcompensating? I don't know. City will have a better second half than first. You got to be on it for 90 minutes. Apologies, people. And at the same time, even times where we've won, lost, or drawn this season, you can't be perfect for 90 minutes. But in terms of improvements, there's been times where we've probably allowed teams back into the game. It let us down against West Ham and obviously Liverpool. To a degree, I'd say Brighton away. There's several times across the course of the season. I'd love for Martinelli to get a hat-trick, man, but that's dream chasing. Is what it is, man. City is winning today. I wish I was wrong, but I just don't see Arsenal keeping their heads. Seen too many times we get over-emotional. Listen, the first goal, if we score the first goal, or if we concede the first goal, that will tell me everything. I want a boring 3-1 win, passing it easy in the 89th minute. I hope the footballing gods are helping us, man. I'm feeling Nelson 90th minute magic today. 1-0 Arsenal. No decent cup, especially in Europe, is my only disappointment this season. Great experience for the young team. And that's the saddest thing. Like, it's been a good season, and I hope this is now a marker. But at the same time, I ain't gonna remember this in 20 years. Like, and for the players, I'm sure they'll remember the great times they had in seasons. But in terms of trophies, man, I ain't gonna remember this. And if I'm honest, as much as, we have to remember where Arsenal have come from in the last few years, I'm proud. At the same time, if we're going to really improve as a team and we're going to be in these situations, you want to win it. There's no point entering the Olympics if you're not going to get the medal in it. Like, I know in the present day, for kids coming up, you get a participation trophy. And obviously, you want to finish as high as you can in the season, but you want something to mark it off. And to be honest, I'm disappointed. I've been saying it. I'm disappointed about the FA Cup run. I can concede. We played City. Yeah, we rotated the team, but we played City. Cool. League Cup, obviously, you just want to win something, in it, but not the biggest of priorities. Europa League, very disappointed because away from anything, fundamentally and you need to learn for next year because we're going to be in the champs. I don't think we've learned our lessons, especially around managing two-legged ties sandwiched in between, well, either side of a Premier League game. My gut says we're not losing today, draw or win. I hope your gut's right. Why? But yeah, we may disagree, Geese, but honestly, I think this is the greatest Arsenal team of all time, regardless of our slip-up. Done. Need to be better trophy competitions. No change at the back. Really didn't want to see Holding tonight. Hope he does us proud. Hope he's man of the match. I think if you're a player, you always remember your first title. Exactly. And it'll be something. It's probably been something like, let's be honest, yeah. Obviously, it's a bit like winning the lottery in August. They probably sat there, yeah, it'd be nice, but let's be real, that weren't the priority. As we've been winning games and doing what we're doing, you know, you can't control what other teams aren't or aren't doing, whether that's qualifying for Europe, Premier League, winning it, relegation, etc. We've been doing our job and we found ourselves here. In the same way, you can't knock anything Newcastle are doing. Newcastle are here to stay. But potentially, if Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs had their acts together as they've previously had in years, I don't know if Newcastle get there. I don't know if Aston Villa would be in where they are. I don't know or not know if we would be where we are in the table. As you know, I don't check the table. Lineups and the benches are out. Respect City, but don't fear them. Play your game and eliminate defensive individual errors, track runners in the box, and be clinical in front of goal, and you win the game. Hopefully, people, please do me a favor, smash the like button. DG, you know, if Arsenal slip up, it's going to be years before you get anywhere like this season. It might be, it might not. I can't deal with the future, innit? What we need to deal with is now, really. And we'll see next year, innit? Like, maybe you lot know something. DG, the nerves kicking in. My nerves were here from 2 years ago, mate. Like, I couldn't sleep yesterday. I've been thinking about this from the weekend. I think respectfully to the other teams where we haven't taken points, I think everybody's had one eye on this fixture from it was probably moved due to fit TV laws and whatnot. Look how hard it was for City to win their first. They struggled to get a last-minute winner against 10-man QPR. Now they find it easy. We'll get their people. And as great as City were, there were times last season where it was difficult. I'm sure Everton away where they relied on a pen. You could say even if they win at Crystal Palace away this season. I can't remember the game. I think it's Aston Villa. Maybe Jesus came on, but definitely Zinchenko came on and played the part. And this is why you need squad players and a certain mentality, not to get too excited when you're winning. Again, in our case now, we've lost we've dropped points in all 3 games, and it feels like losses, not to get too down. I'm glad to be in the conversation of a PL title. So am I, man. Allegedly, I don't look at the league table, but it'd be nice to bring it home. What I hate is if things go left, God forbid, people be crying about PGMOL, about Brentford, another BS. That's what I don't want to hear. I mean, definitely the Brentford game, it played a part. But again, half the time, VAR needs to do its job. But half the time in these games where we've dropped points, Southampton away, Brentford, if we're honest with ourselves, we haven't done everything required to win. Or it would be like the Leicester game where we've won, don't really understand why Trossard's goals disallowed. It don't really matter. Odegaard is playing his 100th game for Arsenal, so hopefully he does his thing. How would you sum up his tenure so far as player and captain? Well, as a captain, it's not really hard to be. It's been about 2 minutes, really and truly. So I don't really think there's anything conclusive. I think he is a good captain. I think, not saying he should lose it, but Xhaka's who I consider the captain. Odegaard's more lead by example, and there are times, especially when you go to the games, he's governing people. I do think, like what Mwamba was saying on the stream earlier today, I do think when things go left, he puts in a shift, but he has this habit to moan that just shows it cares. As a player, very happy. Whatever you say about Odegaard, great business. As you lot saw in January, I've been wrong a lot of the times. One thing I was right about is that this guy's going to be a baller. In a day and age where we've spent money on BS, if we're honest with ourselves, got my man for 30 million quid. And I don't know who you lot think would be it, but when you talk about players with mad potential at this club, you could name a couple in it of potential to be something. I'm not here to entertain world class and all this jazz, but Saka, Martinelli get a lot of praise. Saliba, I don't think people really deep and discount like Odegaard going to that level as well. Like according to David Ornstein, yeah, we know Saliba's out for now in Chelsea, so it's peak. But injuries can strike at any moment. There's been periods this season we've got away, you know, we've done what we've needed to do when people have been injured. So we just need to get with the program, man. There's no excuses. Just go out there and do what needs to be done. Big up DG. We're going to do this thing by God's grace. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. When did Mohammed Kudus link to, when did them links surface, people? Is that new? Yeah, only so much I can blame VAR for crap. Been games we've not been good enough to. West Ham and Liverpool should have been better, but VAR and refs are crap. They're equally listen. They're not crap by negligence. You know, in a day and age where there's so much money in this league and things like that, it's not a coincidence that the level of refereeing is terrible. It's not going to change. Every club just has to, rightly or wrongly, just has to focus on what they can focus on. Because there's probably been times where we've got away with things. You might say Liverpool at home, maybe. I didn't see it, so I can't comment, but maybe they're unfortunate to get a pen. There's probably been some other occasions as well. And I don't know if it necessarily balances out, but it all kind of balances out. And I'm gonna, you know, if I'm honest, for some of you that have played amateur football or Sunday league football, you just have to, when you from 8 years of age to whenever you stop, or if you're still playing, you just have to assume the ref's crap. It's wrong, but you have to assume the ref's crap. And if I'm honest with you, I'm no referee, I'm no expert on refereeing, but in 2023, looking at Sunday league football all the way to Premier League, like, and I do feel sorry for a lot of refs because, again, there's a lot of things they have to go through and there are some good ones, but generally the standards is terrible. Like, I don't know how that would rank up with all the other teams and all of that stuff, but it's terrible and that can't be a coincidence. Ref mistakes is part of the drama. They ain't going to fix up. There you have it. Exactly. It gets us talking like we're doing now. D, appreciate you for pouring people to smash the like button. One love to the Twitch ones. Odegaard and Martinelli are bargains. Exactly. And, you know, obviously, Saka weren't exactly free if you want to break it down. You know, like, obviously, you've had to pay coaches for him to be part of the academy. You've flown him all over the world to play in tournaments and paid him a wage and things. But without getting into the intricacies of football, Saka didn't cost a thing. Martinelli cost 6 million. How much would it cost to buy him right now from someone else? Odegaard, 30 million euros. Yeah, we're building things, man. We're making superstars as well as buying them, but we need to start. We're getting to that scenario where we do need players that for the squad that can come in and the level doesn't drop, but we need curtain raisers and, you know, the Declan Rices of this world, the Lavias, the Caicedos, etc. I think we provided Arteta wants them, we're convinced of their talent. And I'm not saying just spend money because we've done that and it ain't worked, but I think we have to make peace that these players are going to be wanted by several clubs. And rightly or wrongly, the market's mad. You just have to pay the fees, really and truly. You know, Caicedo, for as much as I love him as a footballer and what he could bring, he's played 40 odd times for Brighton. Just about going to have 38 games when this season's done in the Premier League in terms of appearances. The money is crazy in the game, but this is what, look at Mudryk. You know, if we have got him, you're looking at 60, 70 odd million quid for someone that's barely scratched the surface. But this is the game we're at now, and you either, you know, pay the money or you sign these players before they become household names and get themselves in the tabloids and all of that. We need to have 200 million this summer as a base minimum if the Kroenkes are serious. It's true, but and it could help us. But the saddest thing is, how far does 200 million go nowadays? You know, apparently Fresnel does got a 30 million euro release clause. I pay that. You know, Zubimendi is the cheapest of all our links. He's got a release clause. Assuming he wants to sign, he's got a release clause of 50 million. So that's about 70, 80 already, without considering other areas. Rise up the likes like JB has said, appreciative to that. And keep your talking points, etc., flowing, people. Without you lot, the live stream is dead, isn't it? So, yeah. We're going to be an emotional wreck in a few moments. People, there's 31 minutes until kickoff. But it'd be nice for Odegaard to cap off, you know, what is his 100th appearance for the club. It's flown by, really and truly, really has. He's become captain already with a positive result today. As much as regardless of what happens today, do you know what? I don't think, between Arsenal fans, I don't think there's a medium. I think there's, and I'm not knocking it, you know, you're allowed to think what you think. There's some truth in fans that are negative. We bottled it. The season's all doom and gloom, blah, blah, blah. And then there's some that are not, like, it's a bit toxic. It's so positive, it's almost toxic. Like, I think both are not telling the full picture. We need to consider both of them variables and then draw conclusions. Everyone cooking Rob Holding before the game's even started. Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just, you know, seeing the evident areas of holes in Holding's game, but you have to give a man a chance, man. This game has made me nervous, but I'm not sure what he said there, man. He had a good run, DG. Now it's time to suffer. S, go away, man. Deluded, I'm a Spurs fan and here in peace, but I really like your very detailed analysis on each topic. Borderline F, I appreciate that, man. Fan of the game first. Boy, you know, with my heart, 2-1 Arsenal. Odegaard goal on his 100th cap and the Saka finish, Saka pen. With what I expect, I can't lie, 3-4-1 City, man. Probably 3-1. I just think it's a step too far with and I hope to be wrong, but with everything that's going into the game, with the pressures, with the last 3 games, with how City come into this game as well. Our form's still good. We still ain't lost, but how City are kind of, it's like this is the moment now. It could come down to the benches as much as, you know, the players are playing. Arteta's playing as well, because we don't have the luxury of obviously what City have on the bench for the obvious. That's good for them and terrible for us. They're doing the right things. We may or may not be, but you know, the bench could make the difference. And again, sometimes just adapting. Again, I go back to, you know, City at the Emirates, we was half in it. Yeah, we made individual mistakes, but we was half in it. One big thing changed, and who was it? They moved Bernardo Silva from that experiment to a next one. Yeah, man, obviously, DG thoughts on everyone's scapegoat and Holding already. To be fair, I don't think he should be in this scenario. I don't think we've learned from last season in that with Rob Holding, but you have to give the man a chance, really and truly. And what else have we got? And if anything, if you're going to point the blame, obviously praise and critique fairly. But if we praise Mikel Arteta for the squad he's assembled/assembling, then when things go wrong, you have to look at it, because we saw last year rocking up with Rob Holding in must-win games, almost setting us and him up to fail. Really, Trossard robbed again. It's harsh. You wish you could play 12 players. This game is not really decided. The last 2 games of the season, maybe City have so many fixtures and anything can happen to them. So I hear that, but we have. I don't know about you lot, but I like to control the variables. I like to control in it. I don't like to. We're still somewhat reliant on other teams, and we'd have to do our job. But provided we beat City, it's a case of what we need to do. And again, I don't like ifs and buts. These things it's all left and right. But if we win, and we know exactly, you win your games. Obviously, I don't know how the dynamics would look according to what happens, but there might be some scope to draw and stuff. But I think, we know if we win this, or well, going into this, we know we win all our games. We've won this thing, allegedly, because I don't look at the league table. When you have to, especially at this time in the season, you're not wrong. City have a lot of games, it's high demanding and stuff. They've probably been preparing to be in this moment from the summer. But for me anyways, and just my thoughts as a fan, anytime you start having to rely on other teams doing you a favour, I know some Arsenal fans were twerking for Spurs in some results against City, etc. this season. It's a bit mad. You can't go back in time, but how much better would we be looking at this had we have done our jobs against Liverpool, West Ham, 2 teams that are actually playing tonight, against Southampton, etc. What's going on here? Problem with your satellite signal? Okay, we're back. About to say not today. Well, you know what? Maybe Sky's doing me a favor. What's going on? Is it raining? God allow me, man. No foolishness today, please. Not giving us a chance by going to a back 3 of Tierney, Gabriel, White, while having as many midfielders as possible will be the death of us. Real could really do a weird one on City's psyche. It's true, but again, a lot of them have been in these high pressure environments, and as Pep says, that's how the game goes. Sometimes, it's near enough impossible to do a treble and win everything. It's been done in the present day, but it's difficult, man. We're getting smoked 6-0, 6-0. Nah. We could lose, but I don't think we're getting smoked. God, please, don't humble me, please. You're right. And Real Madrid's probably, if I'm City, anything can happen in the game. But if you're Pep, Real Madrid's the only one you kind of look at. Not saying these teams that they've got to play, including us, wouldn't provide issues, but Real Madrid's the only one you could sit there and go, yeah, all right, goes either way. If I'm him, if I'm Pep, which I'm not, and his players, you're sitting there and going, listen, last week you're going, you could be in the FA Cup final. You could put pressure on Arsenal. Again, if we don't win today, this is 4 games without a victory. There's now pressure. Again, City still have to go and win their next game, whoever that is. But they know it's now in their hands. It's about controlling the very. It's like, think about if we was fighting relegation and we know if we win all our games, we stay up. Or Leeds have to help us. This team has to help us. Anytime in life you're relying on others, it's dangerous territory. But it would be nice if they could do us favors. If we lose by them embarrassing scorelines, I'm signing out of everything. No, I can't take a heavy 6-0 loss. Bit more optimism, man. Them how's my heart pumping 30 minutes before the game. I mean, I've accepted it, man. Either we win, lose, or draw in it. Like, I'd love to win. Pardon me, history suggests against City. You already know what the results have been. You hope you remain hopeful, but you got to go out there and get it. Are we sitting back or going toe to toe? Don't know until we play, man. If we lose completely out of our hands, then City have to drop points in 2 of their 7 games left. Not likely. Greetings, my brother. What's your prediction? I think that Arsenal shock everyone and win 2-1. I said with my heart 2-1, with my brain. If I had to bet my life savings, 3-1 City. Like if I'm City, I'm trying to lure Arsenal into a false. I'm either, to be fair, not that there's many fans there with half an hour to go, but you want the atmosphere to make Arsenal nervous if that can, or you want to lure Arsenal into a full sense of security. You know, Arsenal will probably start fast, bit motivated. We need to put a better performance in and just sucker us in really and truly and pick your moments. I can't lie, this game does not define our season. In a sense of, you know, we've got the goal set in August of Champions League, but I know everything isn't done. And how funny would it be if Arsenal were to win today and then lose their next game, or if City were to win and then lose their next two? But in relation to this title challenge, it kind of does, bro, because then, you know, you can be optimistic, but a team that's done it before is back in their hands, and it would be a nice, you know, in a way, it would be a good building block. Unfortunately, if that was to happen for Arsenal, because then you see maturity needed, you know, whether the hunters have become the hunted, you know, really, because we literally swap positions in terms of now the pressure is really on us. So it would probably help us. Would you class this as a flop over a season if you don't win it? No, it'd be a season of rebuilding. It'd be, you know, we got our goal in August. I wouldn't say it's a flop. I would say since it's become, for me anyways, since it's become a title sort of thing, it would be a very big miss opportunity, one that you can't guarantee will be here next year. People, smash the like button. One love, Twitch gang. DG, what is your combined 11 of the listed starters today? Does our midfield have an edge? What midfield could, respectfully to my Arsenal players, what advantage could we have against City's midfield? Like, combined 11, just to humour you. I guess technically I have to include Arsenal players, but you know what? It's easier if I write it down, man. It's difficult elsewhere. Tomorrow, people are watching Spurs against Man United. I've just dropped the link. Make sure you smash the like button. But to humour you, oh well, the second link because I hit the hashtag by accident. Combined 11. Edison in goal. 4 at the back. Walker, Diaz, Saliba, Zinchenko. Midfield, Rodri. KDB. Trying to go what I would normally go with. Odegaard. Trying to mix it up. Up front, Saka, Haaland, Jesus. So we're trying to mix it up and not go with what I was trying to say. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Saliba, Zinchenko, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Odegaard, Saka, Haaland, Jesus. But then again, nah, I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry. It's a Brexit thing. Grealish, Saka, Haaland. Kyle Walker is playing in the team. They're playing without any left footers in the back line. For sure, they have worked on something like we have. And in the end, it's down to the players. There you have it, man. They got the Spanish gaffers. They're beaky, man. Arteta and Pep, they're not watching football how we're watching football, man. They're on some Android stuff. Saka, Grealish, Haaland. Jesus swap for Foden. Big up Foden, but Grealish and Saka would be lit with Haaland. It would be lit. To be honest with you, I kind of want to take Rodri out of there and go Odegaard, Kevin De Bruyne, or Bernardo Silva, or Gundogan, or something. Just want to see footy. No Martinelli, that's crazy. As I said, I'm trying to go away from what I'm going with. Big up HBK. Hopefully it's not heartbreak today. Hugh, like you said, come on, Gunners, putting positive vibes out there. If you feel bad, DG, just know right now Chelsea fans are calling Lampard worse than Potter. Crazy. Dang, almost up to 55 subs on YouTube. You have come a long way, my friend. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes I sit here and remember the journey, but we need to get to 70, etc., etc. Slow growth is better than no growth, though. It's quite frustrating, but it's better than none. But appreciate everyone who's been part of the journey. On that, smash the like button, and our journey continues, people. That's you know what, hitting the like button is probably the most important engagement metric on YouTube, if I'm completely honest with you. And we're almost at 100 people as we move ever closer to kickoff. Kickoff is 21 minutes away. All right, man. What shall be, shall be. There's no point being scared, being excited. As I always say, and I made a promise to myself one day, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, innit? And I want to see that today. Better to live a couple of years as a king than more years as a peasant, man. Although Arsenal have drawn their last 3 games, we have not lost in a while. It's a big step to take. We've been excellent against the top 6. Let's hope it continues. 3-2 Gunners for life. Hopefully, I don't know if my heart can take a 5-goal thriller though, man, but that's a madness. We need to win this more than them. Our ballers know this. Saying that is true because our players haven't done it. City players have. But if you put yourself in City shoes, bro, the man there could do the three-peat, which United fans might not be happy about. They could do a treble. Isolated, you want to scumbag as many trophies as you can as a team. You know, I do think players can become a bit complacent, but I don't think you get that with Pep. There's always hunger to do more. That you still playing to win, you know, even winning the Prem is a massive achievement. And to be fair, City players are probably running out of space for medals. But yeah, they're champs, FA Cup, FA Cup against United. They now you're probably going to see Pep has been very coy and a bit generous to clubs. I bet you now, regardless what happens today, and just speaking about City in general, he's going to start talking like it's us against the world, word to Tupac. It's going to be a lot of siege mentality now because Arsenal fans, it would be lovely if they could do some games. United fans probably want them to lose the FA Cup, and maybe today, I don't know, because a lot of them probably know more Arsenal fans, so they're bouncing that. I'm sure Real Madrid or just anywhere, to be fair, I don't want City to win the champs, so no one wants City to win the champs per se, and it's not a stress to them. I just don't want an English club to do it. Stressed, bro. How can you not be stressed? But we wouldn't be human. It's okay to be excited, to be nervous. You just got to channel all of them and go again, man. It would be nice though. Our under 18s got some match yesterday, so it'd be nice if someone from ours connected with us would like to win. Shout yourself, Criminal Blues. It's the hope that kills, no expectations. Let's just give him a good game. Now, for me, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm always going to support, and I want to be proven wrong in these things. But I personally think this title thing was gone a long time ago. I hope I'm wrong for evident reasons. Right? Jack is getting old. I'm seeing grey hairs. Rob Holding, it's mad. You know, Jack is showing grey hairs. Rob Holding's got a hairband. You better make sure every strand of hair is tucked in, you know, because you're going to need every bit of your eyesight to see Haaland. We've lost. It's okay. We've done well this season. I hear that. But at the same time, when you've been so close and you've got to flirt, you need to go back to the crib, man. So let's bring this home, man, by God's grace. I just hope Xhaka keeps his cool. I hope so too. Be excited that we're in this position. Yeah, it's ish with the draws recently, but we're here giving City a good challenge in the Prem. Come on, boys. As I said, I agree with all of that. But then also, I believe, again, it's a bit like Coach Carter and that. I don't think I can get through this either, but we're going to have to. It's scary, man. And again, the benches for both teams. Clearly, our bench is a lot weaker than City's, but I think the bench will have something to say. Can we see a Smith Rowe and Eddie double off the bench, Haaland settings? Hit the likes if you're breaking it. Shout out to Holding, saving his thing. Come on, Gooners. It's a mad thing. Time for the boys to become men. Big up TG, love the nation. Come on, and a lot of you could pop your Premier League trophy virginity, really. Like, we ain't won a Prem in our stadium. Do you know how much credit in the bank a lot of these players would get? And to be honest, you know, it'd probably be the best thing and the worst thing ever to happen to the club if we won the Prem, because now you got to do it again and again and again. Or even for Arteta, he's going to get to enjoy it for 30 seconds and then have to scheme on it again like Pep does. But who cares about next season if you were to bring this back to North London? Apparently, the Prem is even at the stadium. Why, I don't know, because nothing's decided yet. And I'm sure publicly, both sets of managers, you know, playing very coy, but privately, they know whoever wins this peak. Allow Lescott, man. Come on, man. Nothing you can do about that. Feeling everything, man. Pause. Optimism, bit of blind optimism. Hoping it's a Disney Channel movie at this moment in time. A bit scared, it's almost like awaiting the inevitable. Unfortunately, as well, it does feel a bit like, I guess this is how it must feel to be on death row, innit? Like, you're about to get the injection and that, really, like, just waiting for them to call you and, yeah, you're going to have your little gallery and then it's done, man. It's going to be a hat-trick of Premier League titles if City win this year. Madden, I mean, Pep's a legend. Unfortunately, if he doesn't win the champs, I think most casual fans and media, they're going to try and taint his time at Pep in England and at City. And to be fair, the champs was probably the dream they wanted, but he's done amazing, and you can't not say it's not a Farmers League then, really. You think you're going to need more than a couple cans, man. Nelson should get some game time. Would say bring him and Trossard on in the 67th minute, let them work. I hear that, and there might very well need to be a case, but before a ball's even been kicked, how are we already discussing who to bring on? I do think Trossard's going to, as I said, it's a game for the bench. Nelson's done well in the minutes provided and been a bit of a hero this year. And, you know, there'll be some fantastic moments should Arsenal have won it. I wonder how many ex-Arsenal fans are in the stadium. A lot of them probably jumped ship along with Adebayo, Nasri, Clichy, and the rest of them pagans. Took me an hour to fall asleep last night thinking about this game. Now, hey, I did not. That's why you saw some late night videos launched on my channel. I did not sleep. I woke up. You know, the moment your eyes wake up for the day, I just thought, City. Like a voice just went over in my head, City. It'd be so good to win again. Like, last 11 times. Pepe, I swear Pepe lost to us in the league. Yeah, he lost to us in the league. Appreciate that. I don't know about fellow United fan, but pick up yourself, my guy. You know, fans of the game. I don't support Man United. I don't know for that, work for that. But yeah, I just hope the team's not thinking like the fans. They can't. I'm sure some of them are being little pussycats. Some of them are more galvanated than others. Some of them are all over the place. But you've had a while to get your emotions in check, and what shall be, innit? Like, just go out there and try. Have I even got the right channel on? This is how you know I'm shook, because I can see City. It's just registered that they're City shirts, and I'm thinking I ain't got the right channel on the TV. Crazy. Yeah, I hope they're not thinking like us. City. I swear, like City. And then big up Never a Foul. What's the first thing? I went on YouTube just to browse YouTube in the morning, and I actually just found the Vibes Cartel mix. What's the first video I see? MCFC Daps. It's like, allow me. And as I went for a walk to clear my head before this game, I can't lie, I just found myself daydreaming about a 2-1 victory coming from behind and Odegaard scoring. There is other games, to be honest. I didn't even know there was other Premier League games until I just saw West Ham, Liverpool. But you've got Forest, Brighton, Chelsea, Brentford, West Ham, Liverpool. Respectfully, who gives a flying monkeys about any of them games? You might need to go out like Spartans. Exactly, that's it, man. Just go out fighting. Don't get done like Ricky, man. Just go out fighting. Go out like, what's that guy in Sons of Anarchy, man? Is it Oldie, the big one that died in prison? Just go out like that, man. Kicking and screaming. Say where we all came into this life. Any player that thinks they can't win today should leave this club, amen. And now, naturally, there's going to be a bit of doubt. You're human, isn't it? It's the fear that keeps you alive. It's the fear of complacency and not evolving that keeps Pep, among everything, that keeps Pep doing what he's doing. It's the fear of being average that saw Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo push to higher and higher heights. Yeah, OP, man. We need to go out like that. We need to go out like that. Die on our feet, man. Don't live on your knees, man. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. And all these, what other quotes could we roll out with today? Exactly. I don't want to hear that today, man. I don't want to hear that could be holding today from a footballing sense. More life to everyone. I hope they use the negative energy and turn it into something positive. And this is why the stadium is not at capacity. And to be honest, even if we were to win or lose this game, they've got to take all of these experiences, good and bad, this season, and use it in pre-season to go again and again, because provided this season ends the way Arsenal fans would love it, it's only going to get worse in terms of the pressure, the expectation, the talking points. You see, obviously Arsenal are a big club. Our players get scrutinized, and a lot of the time until this season, it's been negative. But, you know, you look at City, the question marks over Pep. If Pep tells them to go left, why did you go right? Every player that isn't in that City team is game over. They're leaving and things like that. So, yeah, to go out like Scarface, man. DG is either going to be a therapist or hype man by the end of the game. Appreciate that. That's a good one, man. Let's hope it's the hype, man. If we score, I was thinking about today, if we score, I don't think I can celebrate. If we score first, I don't think I can celebrate. Because this is a game that it's just all about fine margins. You can't switch off for a second. Even if mistakes happen and stuff like that, we have to react. As I said, when the first goal is scored in this game, I'm going to know everything about my team for today. Whether that's us conceding or us scoring. I won't even celebrate 2-0 up until the last 3 games. Bro, I can't lie to you. God, please, man, please. It's time that this stuff stops against City, man. It's time to stop losing to City, please. Please. Probably. But it's a 90-minute game. It's a night. Like, obviously, football's 90 minutes. But it really is a 90-minute game. Yeah, the game needs to start. 11 minutes until kickoff. You know what? Let's just kick off now, man. Let's just have it, man. Oh, it's time. It's finally here. Please, man. Let's all pray that Holding can actually use his brain in this game. Let's say that, man. Holding's got this. He's got something. I ain't done that in a while, man. But when you look like this, of course, you don't need an excuse to take that off. I remember going to the home game confident and losing all hope when Partey was ruled out. Funny that Partey is back in Jesus, and I have no confidence. Things change quickly in football. Big up yourself, Carl. Easy DJ, I think most of us will be safe. Can't leave with no points. I live in Manchester, so I hope I can walk around with my Arsenal shirt on tomorrow rather than hide from my local friends if we lose. Big up you, man, and I hope you can as well. I already know the group chats. It's one where, do you know what? I'm going to do the right thing. Phones on Do Not Disturb. I already know the group chat's going off. My mentions are going to go off. You know, even though I don't, like, out of all the content creators, I don't do the crap talking and all of that, but people are onto me, man. Collateral damage. But same way, if we win, to all my friends out there that support other clubs and watch my content, big up you lot, people I know in my personal life. If we win, please don't answer the phone. And I know you won't. Some words of comfort. There's nothing that can happen, man. Rants never comes for me, man. Like, pause, of course. Hey, Wi-Fi. 100%. But yeah, I don't do the crap talking things, man. We have a little bounce, but that's it. Yeah. Definitely save myself there. I'm logged out of all socials. These Peckham Reds won't leave me alone. Boy, if we win, the Patron is opening. Nah, man, save that to the end of the season because we can't think everything's rosy. It'd be great and we'll enjoy tonight. But tomorrow we have to get back and focus because, again, until we actually play this game, 9 minutes away from kickoff, smash the like button. You've got City. You've got St. James's Park trip in Newcastle. You've got Brighton at home. You've got Chelsea after this. You've got teams fighting for their lives. Wait. Need to win the games. Would be the ultimate moment if Saliba came off the bench. Yeah, it would be, but Saliba's a spectator, man. Man said you're one of the realists that I almost want to see you in. We saying this just stops you. I hear it ain't nothing personal, it's just business. Newcastle away is scary. It's very scary. You saw what they did to our North London, not rivals, but neighbours. And you saw what happened to us last year, but we're going to have to get on with it. If we get a result, they can't relax. We just need to go back to basics, like at the start of the season. Just almost behave like we need to just get a run of games. The focus immediately tomorrow switches on Chelsea, who are playing today, which I should record that game, opposition analysis. I don't know where I just thought about that. I don't want to put myself through mental torture of watching Frank Lampard's Chelsea side trying to find any tactical stuff. We all know Frank Lampard's probably just winging it. Scary is the perfect word. Great team, great atmosphere back in the park. Can't disrespect Nottingham Forest, who took 1 point from City to give us the lead back there. You have it. And I swear we got to go to their place. We've been better on the road, and I hope we show that today, but it's not been easy. It's not been easy. The Prem isn't easy. 116 likes, people. If you hit the like button, one love, keep going. I might try and get a ticket to Newcastle where I live near there. Oh, right, Ahmed, you might as well. At least if we get done dirty, you won't be like the Spurs fans who made the 4-hour journey to get, I hate saying if we win, but bro, if we win, this yard is getting flipped upside down. The man said Deluded, hit him up after the match. I offer free therapy sessions. I don't need therapy, man. Like, obviously, I can't show you lot because I've got my own therapy ready, very ready. Just got to charge it to the game, man. Really. BT does a lot more overproducing over Sky Sports. Probably have to. City have a heavy schedule coming out, so hopefully they burn out in our favor. Provided we do what we need to do today. Now, there would still be a reality, even if we win today, that we can still F this up in City as well. But I don't want to keep sitting here and relying on other teams to do us a favor, man. If nothing more. I know we've invested in the transfer market, but maybe it's worth investing in the rest. If you can't beat them, join them in it. We can start getting VAR decisions. Sometimes you got to, get your hands dirty to live clean. Certain Tottenham fans wearing City kits today is a madness, to be fair. Big up Don Strapsy. I saw him tweet that. He's a United fan wearing a City shirt. I don't know how the rivalry is with Man United City, but yeah, man. Hopefully City buckle under the expectation, but if you're asking a lot in it, Pepper's probably spent the last few weeks, months talking about this specific period. Ramsdale and Benjamin White, the first players I see. Benjamin White, I mean, he looks like he's not phased at all. I swear there was a bit of a negative statistic about us wearing our red socks. Pardon me. Hate to be that guy. Appreciate that. Tottenham should wear other club kits. To be honest, that's the only way they'll get over Arsenal in terms of trophies. Bit harsh, man. Shout out the Spurs fans that rock with my channel, but Myth Tierney taking his place on the bench. Stay warm, lad. I wish we had Tommy Asu. I wish we had LNA, but we don't. We got Reece Nelson. Holden, come on, lad. I like to see Holden smiling. Please, please, my guy. Please. We've all watched the All or Nothing documentary. We all know the amount of analytical support you lot get. You should have had 2 hours sleep. You should have been up watching everything. You should know how Haaland breathes. Come on, Holden, man. The world don't believe in you, but God does. Arteta does, and you need to. Anything can happen, man. Come on, Holden. I want you to be man of the match. I'm rooting for you in a legit way, not for rival fans. Hella nervous, but ready for whatever. To the end. Sorry, up to stats. Tonight we are all Gooners, but with maybe faith. Tierney should start better defensively. True, but we lose a lot in the middle. I know Ivan Toney bet on us, but do your nerves change based on where you watch the game, DG? My nerves are 100 times worse when I watch at home. Makes no sense. But when I'm at the game, I'm calm, like, and have an influence. Nah, I'm the same anywhere, man. You don't look confident. It could be a poker face. And can you ever be confident against a team like City? As I said, first 10 minutes can make me either nervous or a lot more happier. I will know everything about my team regardless of at the first goal in this game. The gap is cut to 2, and that's what we're just gonna have to keep screaming after this game if it goes left. But F it, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We ask for times like this. Michael Oliver, look at him, man. Look at him. He's giggity to give a pen. I know you. I know your game. I know your game. I know this league is rigged. Praying this robot freak hasn't done the latest, but trust me, I hope someone turned off the computer while the update's going on. How are you watching? I'm watching it on TV, lad. If you're watching it on a stream, help people out, man. But yeah, let's just hope Zinchenko and Jesus, you're playing back at your old stomping ground. You do it. You know what, Jesus? Anytime, come on, Brazil, chill. You got this. You have this. Less than 6 hours sleep significantly reduces cardiovascular performance and lactic acid buildup. Hope they got more than 2 hours. Hey, big up the physio. Let's go, DG. Keep the faith. Let's go, man. Need an FA Cup final performance from Holding True, but he was in the back 3 them times. What's up? Just there, man. Just there, man. God, Holding looks nervous. Poker face, man. Poker face. He's better than Cannavaro. I hope. Yeah. It's finally here, man. Once again, you can see the lineups to the left and right of myself, people. Let's start with the away side. It's my club. Ramsdale, White, Holding, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Odegaard, Granit Xhaka, who's back after illness. Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. For the home side, Edison, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Stones, Rodri, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, and Mr. Jack Grealish. Quality players in abundance. Quality players in abundance. 125 likes. You lot are amazing, people. Can we get to 200 before the end of the stream? No blunders in the first 5 minutes, you know. I'd say in the first minute or the first 30 seconds, really and truly. As you've seen against Bournemouth and obviously against someone else, West Ham are moving mad. That's why Marcel's been quiet. To be fair, West Ham might have been inspired by their under-18s after they demolished us. 3 points is all I want. City's bench is not all that, to be honest, if you consider Foden just came back from an injury. I hear that, but a half-fit Phil Foden, we love him on our bench, and it's a lot better than ours. Obviously, Rico Lewis could come on, Cole Palmer. I mean, come on, my guy. You've got Julian Alvarez, Riyad Mahrez, Laporte, Foden. Yeah, they got a couple young players. Rico Lewis is a good one. Cole Palmer, if you're on the bench and part of the City squad, Pep must think you're a half-decent player. Probably not going to see Ortega. He's the keeper. Phillips, still a good player. Can't buy any luck in the City side, and hasn't looked fit since he signed for them, in truth. Sergio Gomez, to the City fans I speak to, he's one that I could be wrong, but didn't he? No, he couldn't have played. Did he play against us in the FA Cup? He seems to anyways be a player that they're not really convinced on, to the point where they're saying send him on loan a couple of seasons to the fellow sister City group stuff. It wouldn't be Arsenal if we didn't have our team talk. Xhaka looks on it. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to be that, but Saka looks a bit nervous. That could just be him, but he does look a bit nervous. Based on that camera shot, maybe it did him dirty. Maybe it did him dirty. I hope we do win, man. Hope there's a miracle. It's about time. Right, James. Whoa. Was Holding playing alone in defense? I'll see you at halftime. Let's get the Dragon Ball Spirit Ball energy to destroy them. Come on, man. Win through harmony in that. Come on, man. We got cannons on the crest, man. We need to bang it off today. The man said Zinchenko expected crash. You're not a nice person. I can't lie. You're not a nice person. Come on, man. Oh, my days. It's fully sunk in. I feel sick. We're kicking off, folks. Nah, I was fairly composed. I'm unusual. I'm not normally this nervous. I'm unusually nervous, and I was composed until I deeped. Yeah, here we actually go. The moment we're waiting for, and we're off. Early doors, Ramsdale. Right, we've gone long. I mean, it didn't come off, but that looked like something we was planning. Benjamin White, Jesus, come on, boys, man, come on, Gundogan. Odegaard's fouled. Ref, come on. All right, get up. Play to the whistle, please. It's not a game for that. If you don't see the ref blow the whistle, keep going. Kyle Walker's trying to not make Martinelli. When you get a chance, rip him. Ref, the throw-in weren't there. Linesman, he stole a couple yards. Kyle Walker, the ball didn't go off there. How's he gone past the halfway line? Thank you. Ref, I can't lie. I love it from Kyle Walker from a neutral point of view, but come on, ref. Haaland gets his first touch. Kevin De Bruyne can't take it in his stride. Odegaard, Granit, Zinchenko. Holding, come on, Holding. Be brave, brother. Be brave. Be brave. Confident 5-yard pass from Rob Holding. Benjamin White. You're asking a lot of the IC3 Saka still. You know he's quick, but you're asking a lot. He's back here with City. I like the intention, Benjamin. Edison. Jesus can't get there. Come on, Jesus, man. Come on, Jesus. You saw Theo Walcott score against his former club in our last game. Come on, man. Come on, Jesus, man. The fans were on to you after Southampton. They'll love you again. We have to be perfect for 90 minutes. Feels like something's in the air. I don't know what's in the air. You know, I live at Edmonton, so it's probably what the youth call cannabis, but something's in the air. Diaz, Gundogan, you can't help but admire them. Gundogan, Haaland's making a lovely run. Look at Bernardo Silva to the right-hand side. Zinchenko, look over your shoulder, please. Grealish has it on this right-hand side. De Bruyne pulls the trigger. Hold. Ramsdale collects. Relax. I'm not going to lie, Zinchenko, I like the fact that you're tucked in, but you're not looking over your shoulder. And it's again, as I said before, it's as much as City are a great team on the ball, I'm trying to watch this game off the ball because that's where the devil is. Look where, unusually, Rodri's high as well. He's on to Zinchenko. See, it's working. They don't want us to play. Giving it straight back to City. Haaland. It's here with Grealish on this left-hand side. Skips past Benjamin White. Delivers. Ramsdale. Yo, my guy. My guy. Already. Oh, we bust case. Ref, you got to book him. Ref, you got to book him. Ref, you got to book him. If he's taking a tumble, I'm not going to lie. VAR might bandulu us. Ramsdale, that was Hugo Lloris-esque. Yo, and Party, what are we doing? Ramsdale, what's that, man? Get the nerves up, brother. What was that? Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen. If they have a look at that, that's a pen. That's a. Or if anything, De Bruyne has kicked his leg, but that angle looked like a pen. Is VAR having a look? This is the one time I want to hear the commentary. I never saw it, so I can't comment on that. I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I'm just going off what you lot are saying. Rodri's on Zinni, and I mean, to be fair, Pep probably knows Arsenal's team in the last week more than he knows his own. Holding, come on, get there before Haaland. Be brave, man. Cruyff turn and that. Haaland chasing Ramsdale. Ramsdale, please, you know you're my guy, you know, but please. Gabriel, you're my guy, but please, no bozo moments today. Zinni as well. Arteta, please, if it looks like Zinni needs to get hooked, we need to. As you can see, City are pressing us very high. And I need to watch that again because one camera angle, it looked like a pen, allegedly. The next one, it looked like Partey got there just in front. Kroenke, I hope you've paid the refs. Make a charitable donation, man. Zinchenko. Ooh, you're told never play across your goal, but he's done well to find Holding. Carry it, Holding. Be brave, man. Be brave. At the end of the day, people can say what they want, but you're playing in the Premier League, so you must be half decent. Saka, that's meaty. Finds Benjamin White. I don't know if Martinelli's offside there. The flag has stayed down. Martinelli on his right hand side. He finds Saka. Die, brother. Saka, that's meaty, man. That's Hodson Odoi, yes. But positive start. Come on. That's all right. Come on. Saka, you look at, as I say, you're looking a bit nervous. Holding. For you, that's calm. It's calm. It's calm. It's calm. And that will trickle all the way through for a goal kick for City. Get the nerves out, man. Little bit of nerves there. You know, allegedly Saka is keen to start his Champions League career. Boy, you think City's bad? Next season you could potentially play Madrid, Barca, all of these things. So get out. Make the charity donation, man. Unfortunately, like with the big cats in this country due to the Tories and all of that, or I suppose Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden and that, if you're in America, it's a necessary evil. I don't condone it, but make the charitable donations, man. Put money in the pockets. Bit like Real Madrid. I swear they're owned by the royalty in Spain. Is there any coincidence that doing their thing? You know, as much as Arsenal have done what we've needed to do, we didn't exactly get to where we are today doing everything legit. Which is why Spurs fans don't like us. Jesus, that was a dodgy pass. We got away with it. Partey tries to knock it into Saka. Come on, boys. A bit more quality. A bit more quality. 5 minutes in. I can't believe time is going this slow. But Edison in possession. We need to retain the ball a lot better. It's 1-1 between West Ham and Liverpool, by the way. People, Cody Gakpo, I assume it said he scored in the 18th minute, so I assume he is equalised for Liverpool. Ruben Diaz, surely a future captain. Can't lie, I think he's the best centre-back in the Premier, you know. Maybe not on current form, but I got no real evidence. But you're the one, he's the one I like the most, really. I think he's a monster. Odegaard leading the press. Go on, Edison, allow us, man. We'll pay you in whatever currency you want. John Stones is cleared. Come on, Holding. Come, don't foul him, bro. That's too easy for Hart. His peak. Holding was getting tight. Kevin De Bruyne about to do the Mazzolini. Oh my days, we got sourced. Oh my days. Well, we've been here before. Sourced. Well, 1-0 City. Sourced. Kevin De Bruyne loves scoring against us, and I think that's his 7th in quick succession against us. That's it. 0-0, boys. As I said, I want to see the mentality when you've conceded 6 minutes in. The game plan's out the window. You're not looking a nervous wreck. Pep smells blood because he's mad at Edison. I don't want to see people feeling sorry for themselves. If you feel sorry for yourself in this situation, it's going to get worse. You're telling me you didn't expect City to score today? You thought he was going to keep a clean sheet? Keep your bottle. Absolutely sourced. From Holding got tight to Haaland and he got skinned. You knew what time it was. Like, you knew that. Shit, it's what it is. It's peak. Kevin De Bruyne, that's why it's De Bruyne. He didn't even pass to Grealish. So forget you. Ramsdale, if I'm honest, you need to do a lot better. You can see what he wants to do. Brother, oh, mate. Oh, mate. You knew what time it was. Boy. Well, sometimes that actually makes us settle. Boy. City 1. Arsenal 0. Boy. And as I said, I do think tactically Arteta's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. But we all saw that coming. Like, I don't think the bookies paid out too much money on Rob Holding. Gabriel Jesus. Come on, Brad. It's gonna get you lot need to get your heads in the game. Can't lie, Mikel. Even though I was advocating to keep everything the same, you might have to switch to a back three very quickly, man. You might have to switch to a back three very quickly. Now, I think Ramsdale has to do better, man. Like you see Kevin De Bruyne score that all the time, and it's to the post that you probably want. City have the early goal. Ref hasn't given a free kick to Grealish. Benjamin, I want to see bravery. Guys always talking about mentality and all of this. If we're going out, let's go out like some Spartans. Bro, brothers, well in Jesus. He's turned a terrible pass into a good one. Zinchenko with a nutmeg. He hasn't got the pace for that. Keep that offside anyways. Old man, this is Coach Carter settings. Unfortunately, it looks a step too high, man. It didn't take long at all. Well, to be fair, he got away with the pen. Look nervous, man. We're looking nervous. Unfortunately, we want 5. Top blue, chill out, man. You support Chelsea, man. Ain't you not playing? How are you here? What did it be? John Stones. Look at the run from Haaland. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. And it's knocked into Haaland. Holding bullied. Holding. Stop fucking looking at the ref and play on, brother. Please. I'm rooting for you, but please play to the whistle. That's one of my pet peeves in football. Zinchenko, stop, man. We get it. You're a false left back. Just sometimes let's just clear our lines, man. You can see it. Just simply knocked it. Oh, Haaland is looking at you like baby food. It's peak. I'll tell you, it might have to be free at the back. You might have to tell Holding to get as tight as he likes and have someone else step off. This is a madness. And I mean, this is no great discovery. We saw this in the FA Cup. Ramsdale's going long. Again, they've pressed us high. We're not playing ball. We look a bit nervous as well. At least it's still 1-0. Again, I use that lightly. Holding. Somehow Odegaard's managed to turn Holding's clearance / pass into something. Partey, come on. Thank you. Saka, just dribble, man. Just something. Come on now, lads, man. Brother, I'm struggling to string 5. But as I said, these man look nervous. Win it back. Win it back. Bro, that's incredible play from Grealish. But Benjamin and Saka, what's going on? Haaland. De Bruyne is peak. It's peak. Thank the Lord Gabriel has saved us. No, he hasn't. We look nervous. And now I'm getting nervous. These are the situations where the players have to manage themselves. You knew what time it was. You don't want to be in these situations. A couple of you players have been in these situations. Zinchenko. It's a 90-minute game. Just relax, boys. Just play football, man. Relish it. Xhaka, that's never a free kick. It's never. We are lucky to get that. That's never a free kick. As much as I love this team, this is where you see the evident limitations. Bernardo, ref, don't let him talk to you like that. Book him. Can we be a bit nastier? Ref, hey, linesman, Guardiola pushed you. You have to book him or send him to the stands. It's a that thing now. Hey, I rate it. Xhaka's a liar, but I rate it. We had to. You had to. We deluded it. That's never a free kick. That's the softest free kick that I've seen in a while. Ref, don't let him shout. Pep can't shout in your face like that. Look, Pep's a sly one. He's trying to gas up the crowd as well. Well, Zinchenko, Xhaka. These are the games we need. The wavy number 8s, man, and the athleticism in midfield. Bro, look where Partey's going. This is the same crap against Southampton. Look where Partey's receiving the ball. In the back three, there's not much space. Partey, well in, I don't mind that. Benjamin, go forward, man. Gamble, Saka. Come on, boys. Play some ball, man. What's the worst that can happen? You lose against City. We know this. Play some ball. Odegaard, come on. This is 100th cap. Odegaard in possession. Who wants it? You look, got paid how much grand a week? You got the finest facilities. Your Arsenal footballers would all give for it. At least, come on, man. And get back to enjoying this. Gabriel, if it can't go forward, it has to go back. Come on, be brave, man. Make peace with the goal we conceded. Zinchenko back to Holding. Even you, be brave, man. Stop the 5-yard passes. And now maybe start them again because I forgot Holding likes the ball into the channel. Saka, that's meaty, man. Man are looking nervous. And there you see with Odegaard. Saka, you're looking nervous, Killy, man. You're looking nervous, man. Love you, but you're looking nervous. I said this when you see them in the tunnel. Ref, how long? How long's the throw taking? Ref, how long's the throw taking? Ref, how long? We knew he was getting into this. Ref, how long? And he's walking forward. You're going to let that happen, ref? Benjamin White was the header. So who wins the second? Well in. Can't even see that. I think it was Martinelli. Holding, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Make an option. Ramsdale said he wants. Holding, make an option. Well in, Gabriel. Do you know what? I don't mind that. Gamble, man. As you can see, we need an 8. There's no build-up play. Look where Xhaka, who's been an advanced number 8. Look where Jesus and look where Partey receiving the ball. Ref, you got to book him. Stones even said, sorry, we've got the advantage. But there's no one. We're looking shook, man. We're looking shook. There's no options. Forward options. Not going to lie, Arteta, you might have to do a mad thing quickly, you know, and go to a back 3. I know it's early, but I think it's a that thing. The success we had in the FA Cup against City a few years ago can help us now because now we're finally knocking the ball about, but there's no options for the man in possession. Can't really go forward. And anytime City win that back, it looks peak. 1-0 to City. Supporting the best streamer on Twitch. Look at this guy. Jesus is not a striker. We play beautiful football. Bro, that's a madness, man. Of course, they know Jesus better than Arteta. Arteta knows him. Jesus was their former teammate. And obviously, Pep's worked with him. Bro, we can't get out of defense. Arteta, it's okay to say we got things wrong, you know. Early doors, it's looking like 3 at the back has to do. We have to go with that, man. What's going on? Why is it not letting me type my notes? Nothing's going right today. Smash the like button, people. Diaz is in possession. It's not even boys against men. It's just one team looks another level. And City haven't done much besides score, man. Boy. Hate to say it, but Holding is awful at reading the game. But we know that Holding likes to do the front-footed defending thing. And to be fair to Holding, Ramsdale could do better. Gabriel could do better. Well, we've been killed in 2 passes. Do you know how many if we were to watch all of Kevin De Bruyne's highlights for City, how many goals has he scored like that? Crazy player. But you could see what he was going to do. And if I'm honest, Ramsdale near post, come on, bro. Especially after the little pen not being given. We talk about being a high-pressing team and all this jazz and intensity, bro. I'm seeing too many gaps. And it could, bro, Akanji bopping forward. Ref, Partey's been pushed by Akanji. You're not going to book him. That's cynical. Grealish, shut your mouth, man. You're a good, great player, but shut your mouth. Ref, you can't let him behave like that. That's a cynical one. Akanji did nothing wrong, really. We know game and season management. We're struggling to get out of our own half. City shape immaculate. City. These are the levels. You knew you concede even if you were to win. You knew you weren't going to keep a clean sheet. As I said, the first goal will show me everything about this team. Because I love what we're doing this season. I like the progress we've made and all of that jazz. But as I've said before, not to knock us, I think with how it's gone, people, and I'm speaking specifically to Arsenal fans, are assuming we're at a level we're not, or we've improved at certain things we haven't. There's every reason to be scared now. There's every reason to feel sorry for yourself with what's at stake and the fact of a ground that you don't travel well to, you're losing again. Now I want to see who plays. Kevin De Bruyne, Zinchenko, come on. Kyle Walker for Man City attacking. Has Kevin De Bruyne to his right. This don't look good. Holding, take your hands off Haaland. Benjamin White, just be aware. Kevin De Bruyne has found Stones, and we expected this. City to have the ball. The back three that they're doing is killing us. Rodri at times is pressing very high, actually, on Zinchenko. Stones is playing right back, centre back, stepping into midfield. Akanji is venturing forward. Once again, Pep Guardiola showing why he's the master, innit? You look nervous, man. Ramsdale's gone long. I mean, when in doubt, kick it out, and Saka could be in the channel, and technically Jesus has won the header. But I mean, bro, last time I checked, have we got a 6-foot target man there? Why are we doing that? And that's too easy, Jesus. Unfortunately, you get the vibe that's going to get a lot worse. And this is where I want to see people stand up to be counted. I don't want to see players looking to their teammates to lift it. Everyone stand up to be counted. This is where you need people to do a bit more, be a bit brave in all aspects. City are in possession. Never been a goal down in a football game before. 20 minutes basically, or 18 if you want to be a stickler for the time. Haaland, that's a dodgy touch. Come on, get on that, boys. Partey, don't foul Kevin. What a player Kevin is. And as I said, City are great on the ball, off the ball. The areas they're taking up, quite good. Especially whenever Kevin's just in this half spaces. Grealish is hugging the touchline, and other players are taking advantage of the space, like you saw here. Rodri chose to go home. Too much respect, over respect. You have to respect City, but as I said, games can be won or lost in the changing rooms. Kyle Walker. Diaz. Watching it on TV. Nah, man. Holding, bro. Who are you going to blame? Holding or Arteta as much as I can? We get to 200 likes? 149, appreciative to that. Who are you going to blame, Holding or Arteta? If we know where we're at with Rob Holding, should he be even playing in a situation like this? I'll leave that with you. But he is today. I mean, by God's grace, if we get to half time at 1-0, which is probably too much to ask, unfortunately, just because psychologically we look like there's too much self-respect. Odegaard could have been in there. I think a second half, let's just go for it at the back, man. Kevin De Bruyne, that's a lovely skipper play. But again, this Holding guy, man. And again, Kevin's right. He's asking the ref how many. Holding, that's about 3 fouls. You're going to get booked soon. Absolutely nutmeg. Knew he had to foul his man. And Kevin De Bruyne knew it by every stretch of the imagination that he would foul him. I mean, you don't have to have Pep Guardiola's level of expertise to know this is the issue. And to be fair, it's not not just a Rob Holding thing, because not a single player looks like they're on this. Granit Xhaka leading the press, really? Partey, yellow card, clearly got nowhere near the ball. Shut up, Rodri, man. Shut up. What? Shut up, man. He said sorry. Allow it, man. It's all good. Gundogan. Stroll in the park for City players, really. Once again, White and Zinchenko, I hope you lot are looking over your shoulders. As I said, I hope man are looking over their shoulders. Fortunately, the ball's gone out. No one. But again, in August, you know your squad. The same way I praise Arteta of the squad you've assembled. And you have to get credit for how Eddie as well, but how Eddie deputized for Jesus. Need to ask why we're here with Holding. I weren't saying to sign a right-sided centre-back in the summer, but that's why Arteta is the manager. And we've given it away again, Holding. And again, I don't want it to become a Rob Holding scapegoat thing, because it's not that, but he's not cut up to task. And every other player looks shook. Oh, Zinchenko, poor attempt at a header. It's gonna get snaky for us. By God's grace, Ramsdale saved that. Come on, boys. This is what I can accept losing, but it's the standards. We've done so well this season. What would it be? Bro, Holding should be at SC Dons or something with the greatest of respect. Planning for whatever they're doing in their season in the Plumstead Cup. We shouldn't be here in the Prem. Ramsdale, and to be fair, as much as Ramsdale's going long, who's showing for the ball? Who's showing for it? Ramsdale again's gone long. We're not going to get much change out of this, man. Now, I hope the gaffer has a plan in mind, but come on. Xhaka somehow turned and look at Rodri, bastard, through the kick the ball away. I have to respect it. And you have to ask questions of why Rob Holding is our best deputy. Let's try have a shot at Edison's goal, but by God's grace, it stays like this worst case scenario. I think we got to go free at the back, man. Free kick is a long way out. Surely it's got to be something off the training ground. I know Xhaka's got a shot at him, but you're asking about over 40 meters. Is he putting it into the mixer? Think he's sick. Hey, Haaland, don't push Gabriel. And Gabriel, you're getting too emotional, man, because you pushed Haaland, he's dropped on the floor. You got to remember Haaland is an INSTA. We've got to be street smart. Shut Grealish, I like you. You don't want it with Gabriel. You saw him lose his tooth a few games ago. Shut it, Grealish. Grealish is pulling him as well. It's elite S-housery. Grealish, shut up, man, because if you're a great player, stick to football, man. Victoria Beckham, please. Gabriel, eat you alive. Johnny Big Bollocks, great player. But these are the things that annoy you when you watch City. But you've got to do it, and they're the sort of things we have to be able to do. Obviously, we've technically had an effort, nowhere near the target, goal kick. What a goal from Kevin De Bruyne, man. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. And look what it means to City. I mean, this is, you have to admire them. This is the levels you want to go to. These are the things you have to be able to do. Manchester City again in possession. Well, it's a boy against a man, and Holding's actually older than Haaland. Jesus to Saka. Unfortunately, step too far for these boys. As I said, they should have just focused on the fact of we have not beaten City at their place for time. Forget the league for a sec. Xhaka. 2015. Gabriel, Rob Holding, back yourself, man. Come on. Benjamin White. I mean, respectfully, with Holding, you kill Benjamin White going forward, really. Saka in possession. Just about finds Jesus. Even you, Jesus. Games like this, you have to do a little more. We brought you for these moments. Jesus does well to hold it up, but where are we going? Saka, well in. Odegaard, get us out of there. Odegaard, get us out of there. Thank you. Zinni, come on, movie settings. Oh, it's not quite, doesn't quite fashion a shot. Martinelli, finally. I forgot you were playing. Martinelli just about keeps possession. Zinchenko. Come on, man. Come on, man. At least, that's a ball to Xhaka. Hit the deck. Oh, Xhaka doing Xhaka things. Martinelli makes the foul. Boys, regroup. Stand in front, Martinelli. Everybody get back. Get back in your roles. And again, the way City buy fouls, the way they kind of exaggerate them, the way they look, it's basics, especially in the Premier League. But Rodri recognizes Martinelli's a bit frustrated. The team's lost the ball. He's going to foul and make sure he gets his body across. And then there's that. Top Blue, exactly. This is privilege to be fighting for the league. You got to focus on patterning Brentford, man. Pattern up. Come on, Brentford. Edison. Might as well go up front. Stones, great pass. Bernardo Silva, Walker, stray pass from Walker, but again, Haaland's turned it into, oh, fuck's sake, Holding, man. That should never have got through. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Somehow we haven't gone 2 down. Brother, Arteta, please, please, please. We need a back 3 now. Ref, oh, that's a yellow. Odegaard completely taken out. Oh, 25 minutes in. It's a poor pass from Walker, but it's just trailing in the middle. I can't lie, Gaffer. Haaland's done very well to get it there. Holding's out of his position. Gaffer, I think you got to change things. I know it's embarrassing to get subbed, but I think we need to go to a back 3. It's too open in there. It's too open in there. It's too open in there. We are going to concede again. Bro, if we don't want to score goals and we're not defending well, unfortunately, you can't win a game of football like that, can you? Gabriel. Arteta knows more about football than me, and you've been planning for whatever you've been planning for, but we got to do what got us to what won us the FA Cup better. Yeah, it's looking like a back 3 settings. Who comes on? I don't know. Xhaka, fucking hell, get the ball under control, man. These are games where your standards can't be on the floor, boys. Come on, man. You're playing the league bullies. And all right, here it comes. Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne. Partey's got his head to it. Thank the Lord. Odegaard, get your body there. Odegaard and Saka take authority. We still can't clear our lines. A bit of quality now. Granite, thank you. Saka, come on. Saka, this might be our only chance. Saka, take him on. Take him on. Use the power of the ancestors. Come on, man. Rip him, man. Grealish, quite frankly, getting back to defend. Saka's nervous. Saka, come on, bro. Great defending from Grealish, but come on. Come on. Get with it. Get with it. Get with it. Quality player, but get with it. Please. You're better than that. Bro, Odegaard. To be honest, Saka asks for it. Okay, it's football. The ball gets lost. Why are we not back? It's 2 against 5 and City look more dangerous. How? And there you have it. Haaland did, and he's going to find it again to Kevin. Somehow. Oh, my day. Oh, my day. Oh, my days. Somehow. Well, why are man clapping each other? Fucking wake up. What is this? Guys are just about clearing it, and people are sitting there going, oh, yeah. Stop it, boys. You're letting yourselves down. You haven't played like this for months. What's going on? Arteta, please, man. We're not going to get through to half time like this. Because Pep is probably thinking it should be free. Between Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland there, bro, it should have went in the back of the net. That's now in the 25th and the 28th minute. My maths is poor, but that's 3 minutes of each other. That's without asking an effing question. Winning, losing, and drawing comes with football. But I can't take when we play like some pussycats. Yes, City are amazing and all of that, but you've got nothing to lose. Obviously, there's evident limitations. But you can see it with what Grealish, Rodri, Haaland anytime. And Haaland's not really a tactical thing. He's just a savage. Holding's a baby in this right now. Kyle Walker. We knew what we was going to expect. Let's go and match them in the second half if we can get there. There's still about 70 minutes. Come on, boys. Haaland's cooling. He knows he might even mess about and get a hat-trick right now. Maybe even an assist. I don't think he has too many of them. Brother, there's no Tomiyasu. Like, he's injured. Respectfully, where have you lot been? Tomiyasu's been out for time. There's none of that. There's none of that. We need to go to a back three. Like, it will make us a bit more confident. That's how you play out from the back. Edison, you must have had the ball the least times because he doesn't need to have it. We're shook, man. As I always say, go out there and don't have no regrets, man. Don't have regrets. What? No one going to get onto Edison there? Too much respect for City. Not focused on what we can do. Lack of bravery today in all aspects. A lack of street smartness currently, if I'm honest with you lot. Bro, we're just sitting there. Well, no one going to press these players. I'm not saying press senselessly, but come on, boys. Just making man get bare stats on their heat map for no reason. Appreciative to you lot tuned in, people. Smash the like button. Again, the good thing is it's still 1-0, but for how long? Someone might have to be sacrificed. I don't know who. Ref, no way you're giving a free kick there. No way, ref. Bernardo Silva in possession. Gundogan. And if I'm City, they're managing the game well. But if you're Pep, you don't got the capacity and they smell blood. I'm sure the atmosphere is doing something. Put the scoreline beyond reasonable doubt. This passing around mannequins, really. And I almost feel sorry for us because we're not levels. I don't even know who would sacrifice to go to a back three because do I feel you could take off Xhaka? It might have to be Martinelli, but Martinelli's one of the only players that kind of get. And to be fair, you could go two up top with Jesus and him. If we had more, if our midfield was a bit more imposing in theory, I wouldn't do it. But the most easiest one is probably to take off Martin Odegaard. But he's our captain. Kevin De Bruyne finds Grealish. It's got to get worse before it gets better. Haaland. Good save, Ramsdale, but one you expected to make. Holding clear. Well, doesn't clear, but gets away with it. You lot do need a second to kill Arsenal hopes. There are positives to take, but I'm focused on my team because when City start to take, look, they've had 5 shots, 4 on target, only got a goal. Team like City, it should be 5. Focused on what we're doing. 1 attempt, and I bet that was that shoddy header. We're just not doing the basics. Holding wins it, Kevin alive, man. You got the ball. For what out of every 50 attempts, Holding's gonna get it once. Kevin, thank you. Normal service, unfortunately, will resume in the next tour. Diaz. Partey leading the press. Have to hope for a miracle, man. Edison. Shut up, man. Holding does well to win the header. I must ask, where is Benjamin White? Throwing for City on this left-hand side. Haaland is illegal, but we're playing into his hands. All right, Holding with a little flick. Okay, Holding. Partey, Jesus. Brazilian stuff. Just whenever you get the ball, Brazilian stuff. Don't pass. Brazil. Dive, man. Dive. That was meaty. It was meaty. And Zinchenko, you should be chasing after that until it goes off the field. No belief. Don't even know where to show it. It's a good effort considering the angle from Haaland, but if Holding weren't going to save that, there's serious issues. Done well in terms of building blocks, but this league thing, it's a step too far, unfortunately. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Do you know what? And I know some Arsenal, I'm only 28, but I know some Arsenal fans haven't seen Arsenal in the league. Do you know what's required? Mentally, more than ability and all of that jazz. Love these lads, love what we're doing, but try to tell you, look. I hope to be wrong and we turn this around. Try to tell you, look. This is Farmers League with City winning it all the time now. Edison. I just wish our midfielders would show the composure and calmness of the City goalie. Diaz. And then obviously there's evident golf in talent. But belief, man. City are way better than us, but they're not invincible. Only one team's done that. I hope some of you smiled, man. So, right, Chelsea fan is joining City. You're shameless, top you. I still hope that kills it. Don't even. Keep going, boys. Come on. Even this, man. City, bro, City could probably order on delivery with the amount of time they got on the ball. Come on. All right, for once they've given it away. Zinni, come on. Can we string 10 passes together? Martinelli. Come on, boys. Once in a blue moon, City are going to give it back to us. See what I did there? Saka, Odegaard, one more party. Bang, bang. Just bang it. Unlucky. Unlucky. Take your hands off your head because it weren't close. But unlucky. See what a little bit of belief can do for you lot. Come on, man. See, you're going to give it away twice this game. Take advantage of it. Odegaard sets party. On another day, it's like what he did against Spurs or like Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, it hasn't wrapped around the post. And although I would have loved for it to hit Diaz's hand, how sad is defending that? A defender has to go like that now with his hands behind his back. The game's crazy. Diaz. Rodri goes home. Edison. 10 minutes until half time. Gundogan, not the best of passes from him, really, but City have made it look all right. All right, go on, go on, go on. Now we win it. Come on, boys. Well in, well in. Holding's won it. Saka, get your body there. Saka, come on, protect the ball. You're better than that. You're better than that. See? Because now there's counter-attacks, and it's 3 against 3. Boy, God's watching over us. I don't know how Haaland ain't put that in the back of the net. But are you not seeing the transitions? That's 3 times now. 25th minute, 38th minute, 28th minute, sorry, 35th minute. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm not mocking. Listen, I obviously want to beat City, but I'm not ashamed because we're losing to City. I'm ashamed of how we're playing. This ain't what we've been doing this year. They say my fearless Arsenal right now. Win, lose or draw. Have some courage, man. Have no regrets. That's all I ask of you boys, you know. If we lose, we lose. Kyle Walker don't want it. Come on, no fouls in Zini. Ref, it's gone out. Ref, it's gone out. It hasn't gone out, but we need to call it no foul, Gabriel. You know Bernardo Silva is catting to go to the ground. We saw that at the Emirates last year. And very slyly, towards the end of this half, City are even getting a bit complacent. If I'm honest with you, they're getting a bit complacent. Just in the last 2 minutes, the passes have been dead. And Pep's mad. You can see him. I don't know why we're so open. There's no pressing. We're open on the transition. There's just no bravery, man. We're a good technical team. I wouldn't know that. See, that's a hospital pass because, again, Xhaka's not cushioned it back to Zinchenko. And Bernardo on another day absolutely sends Zinchenko into Cloud9. Throwing for Zinni. Fuck, you know, man. Zinni, I know you used to play for City, but they're not your teammates anymore. You're wearing red, mate. And Haaland's on the counter. He finds Kevin De Bruyne. Party's been fouled off the ball. Ref, it's not going to... head injury. We might bust case there. We might bust case. A head injury. I'm so happy Partey's a liar. Absolute liar. Nothing happened to you. Haaland's a bully, but we've crumbled out in the tunnel. Honestly, we've crumbled in the tunnel. I hate to be that guy, but it genuinely feels like that. Admiring City way too much. Very timid. No quality on the ball. Love you, Saka. But based on what I've seen right now, you ain't in that. Based on this 37 minutes, well, you can't talk about thingy about 200 odd bags a week. Bro, it's disjointed. You can't draw out Holding, man, because Holding shit, we ain't learned our lesson. You saw at Newcastle, etc. It's a myth. How much time are you not going to get vexed? How much time are you going to watch the same movie and expect a different ending? And for how long, I don't know. But the one luxury is still 1-0. As I say, in every stream, football's a mental game. But you've got to want to do everything to a high standard. It breaks my heart that they say you lot ain't got mentality and all of these things because it's a lie. Not quite there in terms of being champions, but it's a lie. But based on this 38 minutes, I can't argue lot's case. I'd really be deluded. And are crumbling. Too much respect. They bleed just like us, you know. Have a go. Gundogan. That would have been a lovely, pardon me, passing to the channel. Saka. Even, oh man, Saka, you've done poor. Do you know what? For 10 minutes, Saka, Martinelli might as well swap. We're not going to keep catching like Grealish. Oh, that's a good tackle from Holding. Credit where due. Bro, that's panic, bro. Oh, wait, that's a leap. That's a leap from Benjamin, to be fair. He's kicked it off Grealish. But well in, Holding. Keep it fair. Well in. If you went to ground and missed time, that is peak. Got a very important touch on that. Credit to you, Holding. Fair credit where due. Don't think you're a bad player, but you're not cut out for this. And I understand the reason with going long, but like you can't. City are more physical than us. It's just gonna go back to them. We're gonna win the occasional one, unless Ramsdale develops into some Xavi where it's weighted balls into their channels. It's back to City. Look, free header for Rodri or Edison. I can't even see from this camera angle. Holding back yourself, back yourself, back yourself. Don't panic. Sake, man, you could have backed yourself. He's gonna fucking push you over, and you pull it into Rose head. I don't mind it because you're scared, but come on, come on. I'd rather you make the mistake in games like this. Come on, boys. Effing try, man. Try. There's only so much Arteta can tell you, look. At this point, boy, Saka might as well even go wing back, man, because you're not on playing on the wings. I mean, you're not on playing on the flanks today. Oh, my days. Ramsdale saved us. Ramsdale has saved us. How many times? Ramsdale, my guy. Ramsdale has saved us with an elite double save there. City are purring. Provided it stays like this, the first thing Pep's probably going to say is good, well done, boys, but it should be put to bed. It should be put to bed. And again, City are getting a bit complacent. Ramsdale, big up yourself. But how many times? 40th minute now. Double Ramsdale save. Gundogan, quality player, but it's too easy. And he's can't put into words how good Gundogan is. He's found Haaland. It's a good save, but when you expect Ramsdale to make? I'm not gonna lie, we've got no midfield, but you're right. Individually, players have to rise, and it's a young squad. You've never been here before, but come on, man, it's a game of football. Saka, you know you fouled him. Stop looking at the linesman. And even Saka, you ain't been in this before, but you've played at Euros and World Cups. You showed the bollocks to take a penalty after you've missed one in the Euros, and let alone the Euros. Where's that bravery right now? It's not always an age thing. Obviously, it plays a part, but you don't play ball. Relish it, man. What's the worst that can happen? You lose a game of football. If certain people lose in their job or do the wrong thing, they lose their job. This is a privilege, man. Act like it. It's a privilege in football in terms and in world terms. Equipping yourself against the best, seeing your true level. Come on, man. Holding. At least you're trying, man. Akanji's never going to fall for that. Bro, at least you tried. I can't get out you Holding, because at least that's what I want to see. Ref, Grealish slip there. Bang it, Odegaard. No options for Odegaard. Zini. Again, there's a sea of blue shirts. Oh, that's a sexy ball by Zinchenko. And that's a corner by Arsenal. City are getting a bit complacent for no reason, but I can't blame them. We're not offering a sniff. Haaland's calling, man. Because we've been in the trenches in the first 42. Oh, to be fair, Saka's pushed there. Dark arts from Akanji. He's pushed him into Diaz. I ref, don't want to have a look at VAR. He hasn't even looked at the ball when he's done that. Saka, come on, man. My guy. Everybody. I mean, set piece. Hope we can get something from it. There it is. Saka with a set piece. I mean, you can be hit and miss from corners. The minimum is just a bit of quality on this corner, please, man. A bit of quality on the corner. It looks like one for the training ground. Saka delivers. Edison, apologies, punches it out. Odegaard, not the best of passes to Saka, but to Saka. Come on, man. At least have a shot on target. Saka puts it back into the mixer. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Enjoy the game, boys. Enjoy it, man. We're not loving our job right now. You're playing football. Bro, anyhow, we're so lucky, Haaland. Shout out to Ramsdale. We're lucky Haaland didn't score that. Bro, do you know, big up Haaland. He's a great footballer. But he's hardly amazing on the ball. That would have been some Ronaldinho stuff if he got sourced. That would have been the most techie goal I've seen from our cap, because I've seen Haaland do a madness, but still. Results-wise, this half is a win for us. No, it's damage limitation. Boys, don't get frustrated. It was a foul. The ref's giving it. Can we get in our positions now? It's not even a control. It is a control your emotions, but It's not that, you know, in other games we've been excited, we've been complacent, we've been scared today. And I see it, but come on. You know, allegedly, Zinchenko and Jesus, we hear that they said in August we could win the title and that. You man don't look any different. Somehow Stones has found Kevin De Bruyne, or he's found Haaland. This is just terrible, man. For what he does, Haaland is a great footballer. He's not a great technical footballer, but he's a great footballer to watch. The way he gallops, the way he scores, the way he's just born to score goals. I'd actually say the ish-housery from him as well. But yeah, technically, that's my point. Like, man, I'm not gonna pay to watch Haaland do skills, but he would have looked messed if he scored that. No out ball, no imposing midfield, nothing in the final third. Long, hopeless balls forward. And I don't know if Arteta told you to play like this, but the players have to govern themselves. There's 2 added on minutes, people. I mean, hopefully United can beat Spurs, so there's something to laugh about. Kevin De Bruyne appeals for offside. VAR will have a look. Stones has put it in the back of the net. Again, dead ball scenarios. I don't even think that's offside, if I'm completely honest with you. I mean, in the present day, his arm's offside, isn't it? But again, boss case twice now. Got away with that twice. I mean, maybe the manager's told Ramsdale to go long in it, but I can't see the sense in this. I can't see the sense in this. I'm just an ignorant football fan, Gaffer. VAR's having a look. That angle, as I said, I didn't think it's offside. That angle looks like it might be on. The longer they look, the peaker it gets. Oh, actually, White's foot is playing him on. White's foot is level with his arm. It's 2-0, man. It's 2-0, man. I'm changing the scoreline. I want to be wrong. It's 2-0. It's going to get ugly. At this point, hopefully we just mash up the clean sheet. From the VAR thing is looking for this long. You know what time it is. Onside. There you have it. Done. 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 Set pieces. He's onside. So again, not doing our jobs properly. Either this zonal marketing, whatever. They're showing green signs. I can't lie. It said it's onside. The ref hasn't done the thing. I don't know what's going on. It's been given. There you have it. Done, man. Fat lady singing. It's over. You lot need to start playing for pride. Congratulations, Man City. You players have fucked it up. Crumbled. I mean, you can't be surprised. We're terrible at defending set pieces. We are terrible at defending set pieces. You can't be surprised. You really can't. It's not offside. It's not. Goal counts. Goal counts. Back 3 now. Damage limitation. Focus on making it 3-1. It's over. Lack of discipline. Credit to City and Stones. Well done. Because they're doing what their managers ask him. Gabriel, it is onside. And there's no point, even if it's not, there's no point arguing with the ref no more. And still we go long. Ref, you ain't giving Saka a free kick then. Boys, keep your discipline. Saka's back in it. Boys, keep... Grealish, suck your mum, man. Boys, keep your heads. Keep your heads. Why are we getting into this? And that's Benjamin White's fault as well, because he's gone and done some dark arts thing. Grealish, calm down, man. You're a football you. Calm it down. Empty barrels make the most noise. The guys who do the most will get fucked up first. Relax. And none of you are going to fight your football dons. Relax. Now what? People are getting themselves on bookings. Saka, you're more frustrated with the fact that you're playing crap. Why don't we get our heads in? You lot got energy to fight, but you're not got bravery on the ball. And to be fair, Diaz has had a kick out as well. So Ref, you gotta have a word. And so has Benjamin White. You're both being little sissies. You're both being little babies. You're both doing the nonsense. You're both doing it. So it's nonsense. First time we've seen a bit of fight, and it's for that. Akanji, your cane rolls haven't touched the back of your head. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. You think City are linked with Gavdal and all them guys. You're getting rubbed out soon. Don't let Pep gas you, pussy. Just play your football thing. You lot are doing better than us. Relax, man. Relax. Diaz is my guy. I like Diaz, isn't it? So, yeah. But they're both doing the same nonsense. Saka, channel that frustration and take guys on. Because that's the closest you've got to Diaz to taking him on anyways. Martinelli, where are you? I'm not even blaming you lot, but everyone needs to raise it. Odegaard, captain, hundreds of appearances today. Where are you? Ramsdale, cool. You make 1-2 saves. But what's going on? Channel that frustration. City crowd is nowhere near Liverpool and that, but you talked about amping up crowds. You lot better effing jogging. Odegaard, why are you moaning with the linesman? Go and listen to what the manager's telling you. Because it's 2-0. The next goal is so vital. Only bit of fight is when you want to argue with them. The team that are leading, the team that are more experienced than you, at their place. Relax. Benjamin, stop talking to them. Stop snitching. Just get in. Thank you for jogging. Just get in. Just get in. Frustrating half of football, man. Crap half of football. No half of football from an Arsenal perspective. From City, did what they needed to do. Got the goal at a decisive period. Again, set dead ball scenario. Can't be surprised. Goal at a vital period. Can't be surprised. Scored early. Managed the game better than us. But as much as there's an evident golfing talent between the obvious of these teams, City have believed. They've come into this and believed. Maybe you Arsenal players, you believe. And you think you could do a thing. And I don't doubt that. But today I don't see that. I see 11 pussycats. And I love you lot. It kills me to say that about my club. It kills me to say that about you lot. But there's 11 pussycats out there. Only bit of fight is when you're fighting Victoria Beckham and that. We don't hit women. Leave Grealish alone. Diaz and Ben White getting into the nonsense. Benjamin, you're one of the one guys in this team when it comes to dark arts. Used it at the right period. Jesus Zinchenko, don't see you. Holding, I haven't got nothing to say to you. You shouldn't be playing anyways. You're just not levels. But we played into their hands. And now they've got us where we're needed emotionally. For us, you lot have every reason to cry, to feel sorry for yourselves. See that aggression, you see that fight, you see that pain. Channel that for that second half. You're playing for pride. At least smash up the clean sheet. The next goal is vital. At the beginning, I said with my heart 2-1 Arsenal. That's out the window. I said with my brain 3-1 City. It could be a lot worse than that. You lot got to thank your lucky stars that it's not 4, 5, 6. Because that's one thing. As well as telling my players to calm down if I was Pep. And they got a bit complacent towards the end of the half. The game should be even more done than it is done. I don't know what would Gaffer got a lot of time for you. I'll tell you. What the hell are we doing? The hell are we doing out here? You might have given them the best tactics in the world, but this ain't what I've seen when we played in the FA Cup against them or at our place. So what are we doing tactically? If they're not playing how you need them to play, you better effort make them play how you need to play. There's no courage, and it's reflected. Maybe the Gaffer's told him to do it, but it's reflected in that Ramsdale was going long every time. Do we have a 6-foot+ hold up, man? So why are we doing that? We're not even punching it into the channels with any finesse. We've got no midfield. And when we are in midfield, poor balls on the transitions. Take nothing away from City. The set piece goal, amazing. Stones on side made a lovely run. The first goal, Kevin De Bruyne, you've seen it's a carbon copy of what De Bruyne is. There'll probably be a million when Kevin De Bruyne leaves the Premier League. That one there, that goal he scored there, there'll probably be a million identical highlights like that. Ramsdale, you could have done better for that goal as well. But at least I've seen you. Holding is rubbish. But at least I've actually seen Holding trying to play. As shit as he is. Again, forgive me. Jesus, see you back in beef. Saw a little Brazilian dribble, nothing else. Zinchenko, don't know what you're on. Granite, you've won a couple thousand, acting like you've been shot in the head, dead. Partey, think you've been a bit better than the names I've said, but meaty. Everyone, you. Saka, you look shook. Now you're giving energy. Got a lot of time for you lot. A lot of time. We could lose to City. I hate losing, but losing, winning, drawing, it comes with football. When we're not playing to our standards, when we're not doing the basics, when we're not playing to our full capacity is where I have issues. We're playing into their hands. For as great as City are, and you've seen on occasion, literally too, how quality side they are. You haven't pushed them to their maximum. Games like this is where you see your limit as a footballer. You're playing against some of the best players in the world, exaggerated on a couple, but you get the point. And that's what upsets me. Because this ain't, you're not fighting in the right aspects. Forget it, man. It's done, man. Like, it's done, bro. I mean, if anyone knows why it's dangerous to have a 2-goal lead, it's us, innit? We came back from behind against Southampton in that regards. And obviously we bottled the last 2 games against West Ham and Liverpool away in that regards. But you lot have done me proud this season. You've done me proud, man. But when you come to this league thing, it's amounting too much for you lot, and you lot are not playing like you this is your, it might not be your last chance, but you don't know if you're going to be here again. Some of you, even if we are, you might be sold. You're not playing like it. I always say, have no regrets. No way you lot not going to have regrets. Making me sick, because we're not doing the principles of this club that we've set this season and everything historically since this club was even founded. I'm not even vexed about losing this. I can't believe the lack of discipline from you lot. I can't believe the lack of professionalism. I know you're human and there's frustration, but I can't believe what I saw. Where was that desire to get close to people when Haaland and Kevin were doing what they did for the first? And for what it's worth, Benjamin's right. Diaz is hit out, but you can see it. As great as City are as a team, they trying to frustrate you even before they scored the second. You saw it when Partey was bundled over by Haaland and Grealish's verbal. It's this sort of dark arts that has to be done if you want to do these things. Keep your heads. Fuck it, man. What did you lot make it this off anyways, folks? Sorry. So it goes sometimes. Boy, needy, man, needy. I'm feeling woozy. You ask me how am I doing? I circle sometimes, man. But I'm feeling up like your username, man. Really feeling woozy, man. Back free thing now, man. It's back free, man. Stop snitching, man. Like, what you doing? Like, what you doing? Benjamin White, I ain't seen no overlap. But you're running up to linesmen and that. You're running up to them. And I like it because Benjamin White, obviously, you're backing it. But come on, man. If it ain't for Rambo, it would have been a lot worse, man. Boy. On a serious note, I hate seeing you like this, DG. The game's the game, man. These things come with football. The only thing that is really harming me is we're not playing as we can play. If City beat you, so what? If you play to your maximum and City, which are better than us, fair enough. Nah, I can't lie. I think everybody's playing absolutely dog water. Dog bath water for that, actually. But at least I'm seeing Partey, Gabriel, Holding, Ramsdale, bro, the first goal. Bro, what is everyone doing? Forget it, man. Do you know what? There's no point. God, thank you for this opportunity. At the end of the day, I'm thankful for my life, and the most annoying thing in my life right now is my football team losing in this manner. I have to keep my blessing, fuck it. Apologies, amen. Forget it, man. There's no point. Let me not, because at this point you have to protect your own sanity. They can't take a paracetamol for my headache, innit? Boys playing men. At the end of the day, do they care, DG? Of course they care. I think they care. Some of them can't fight, won't fight, don't even know what fighting is right now. But again, last time I checked, there's 11 players out there. 12 if you include the gaffer. Man, I'm not playing like a team. No one's gone out there and said, I want to win my individual battles tonight. No one's gone out there, and Haaland will still savage you. No one's gone out there and said, I relish the battle against Haaland and Grealish and all these things. This is the problem with zonal marking. I don't know why we keep seeing the second goal. They're onside. Benjamin's playing them all on. We have been crap at dead ball scenarios all season up past a certain point. And to be fair, I'm going to definitely watch the game again because it looks like City on reflection, Stones and Akanji, they bought that one off White. Stupid foul to give away. That foul came because we can't get out because we're not playing. If you're not going to play out from the back, cool, I understand it. City are like piranhas. But you need to be able to make sure you're winning the first and seconds. I love you, but it's games like this you got to learn, you know. And I'm not gonna lie. I said let's go with a back three. I mean a back four. I wanted this kind of lineup. This is what's got us this. And I really, more than I blame the gaffer's tactics, I actually blame the fact of these players lacking mentality to go out there and do what needs to be done. But at the same time, Gaffer, you lot are watching this game with me. Again, I think it's easier said than done. It really is easy for me to sit here as a fan. Arteta knows more about football than myself. But you could see that we needed to make a change at 1-0. You could see that we were not going to get into the second half. You could see, you know, Pep's probably going to be even slightly easier on them now because they've got a second. City haven't been as clinical as they are. Dare I say, they're getting a bit complacent. We haven't had a sniff. So forget it, man. You lot, it's not that I don't even think you lot. It's saying you don't care is not right. But for want of better phrases, please forgive me. If you lot don't care, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point putting petrol in the car and getting in on that coach? Do I think you lot care? Of course. You're not playing like it. Can't defend you. It's damage limitation, man. Let's be real, we're not winning this game. We might not. We didn't beat them in the FA Cup, and we didn't beat them at their place. But we was a lot better. We was a lot better. We was a lot better the last time we came here in the FA Cup. Admittedly, I can't remember the league. And forget all of that. You lot should have, bro, you lot have lost 11, about to be 12. You lot lost 11 games against these, man. You know, not everyone, of course. Come on. Forget it, man. People, give me a sec. Allow the Arteta outing. It's not Arteta outing. Chill out, man. You know, there might be a day if we get to a certain level and Arteta can't take us past that, then cool. But allow it. Arteta's the guy. Everyone just needs to hold their L right now, man. You need courage, people. You actually need courage, especially from our fullbacks. I know one of you.
Against this right back, Charlie.
And now I know fans are gonna sit there and talk to me about, oh, we still got a chance, you know. If City got so many games, they're still in the FA Cup and the Champions League, and if they drop points, we can do whatever. Assuming we pick up points, and I don't know about anyone else, but anytime your destiny's got to be decided by other Donnies, it's peak. I don't know. Maybe they're the same Arsenal fans who are like, oh, Norwich can do a favour against Spurs last year. Allow it, man. I love what this team has done this season, but when it comes to this league thing, the margins for error. The margins for error, and you cannot go back in time. But again, Bournemouth. Apologies, not Bournemouth. Brent, see, they've even fried my brain. Brentford at home. The start against Man United, or just, you know, Man United in September. Newcastle at home. Boy, there's many a time we've dropped stupid points. Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this is what I mean by we're too emotional. I don't understand it. As much as we've been tactically outclassed with Pep going with a free, guys have been pussies out there. Let's be real. I don't understand it. Against Liverpool, you got complacent. Against West Ham, you took the foot off the gas. Against Southampton, we was too emotional after conceding that first where we wasn't concentrated. Today, you lot are scared, man. You lot are scared. You lot are scared. You lot must have been like them youths that went Southgate and all them meeky schools when Winchmore rolled up. Like, it was peak. Like, you lot shook. Hey, never, man. I take my one and move, man. Come out with just 2-0 and you've won the game. No, we've lost. We literally lost. Title's gone time ago, bro. Like, I don't know why you big up Arsenal fans, but try to tell you, man, forget all this league thing, man. We ain't got it. And there's nothing wrong with saying we've done so well to improve as a football club, but this league team, they haven't got it. We ain't got that Leicester luck again. And if you were going to win it, you needed to be perfect in every other game, especially the games that you've been holding on to lead, Southampton away from home as well, in every other game. You gave yourself no margin for error. And even if somehow, some way we nick something from this game, You still have to win every other one. So you can sit there and say, yeah, in theory, City got to drop points and yeah, they got bare games. Bro, this is the part of the season where City hit stride. Are you not seeing their games in all comps? Pep Guardiola, even if these players are getting complacent, you think Pep will accept it? Pep will end up beating these players up if they don't do what's required from now till May. City can achieve history, a three-peat, a treble. If nothing more, we should have been trying to unspoil their day. And for me, it's just you're playing, you know, if you're going to be the champs next year and you're playing City, you're playing the best of the best. See your true level. Relish it. Play without a handbrake. As much as listen, Arteta's got to change things tactically, but these players have to manage themselves. Not a single player has been good, but I will cut a couple of players. You know what? I will cut Holding, Partey, and Ramsdale some slack. At least I've seen you. Could be in crap, but at least I've seen you. Nothing to be proud of, but at least I've seen you. As I said, I'll learn everything about my team when it comes to this thing. When the first goal is conceded, Diaz is doing snitching now, talking to the ref and that. And I hope, if nothing more, you players are seeing, in terms of everything, what's required. They're milking fouls. They're taking this thing out of the game. They're not excited and just pouring it forward for the sake of it. They're doing the S-Housery. They're purposely walking past us, you know, elbowing us in the back and then saying, ref, what's going on? Grealish, Haaland are doing that. It's great. As much as they're great footballers, you've got to be street smart. Suckered us into a little melee towards the end. Second half soon kick off, people. At least win the second half, man. That's all I got to say in it. Just show me the standards of this football club. That's it. That's it. Go again against Chelsea and just F everything else off, man. Well, people, I haven't set up the live, but we'll be back again at 11:30 tomorrow as well. Spare a thought for me. I watch every game twice. I'm going to watch the game again. I know, silly, innit? Man City to kick off this second half. There we have it. Sorry, people, the game's on, but I already know. I know for a fact Happy Toes is going to be chatting, and they're in again. Thank God. Thank God he's miskicked that. Go on, boys. Oh, we're playing out from the back now. Well, that didn't last. Fair enough, Gabriel. But we're trying to hit it for Jesus. Bro, Jesus is a little boy for Diaz, and that 9 times out of 10, he's not going to win it. This is why I would like a 6-foot odd striker. Gabriel's not fouled him or Partey. Throw in for Arsenal. Can I just see some courage? I don't mind mistakes. Mistakes happen in life. Mistakes happen in football. Just be brave, man. Holding, I mean, Ben White with a throw, but again, we're not going to get no change out of that. Thankfully, Jesus has made something but ref. Yellow, surely for a Kanji. How many of them has he had? It's not going to get nowhere. Smash the like button if you haven't already, folks. Big up you lot tuned in. I said, Deluded, you're one of the most non-deluded fans I've watched. Going to have to get a new name for fam because you speak too much sense. But too late to tell back, man. I mean, I hear it, but there's a lot of things to cry over. I'm upset, but I ain't gonna cry, bro. Like, Martinelli, oh, finally saw you. I mean, we've got 43 goals in the second half. City have 41. Maybe Saka. If Saka or Martinelli score, at least I'm leaving with something. Martinelli, bang it, oh, Xhaka. Zinchenko, come on, something wavy. Granite. At least we hit the. Hey, we've had a shot on target. Better, boys, better. Let's get back now, though. Let's get back now. Look at Gundogan. 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 Finally, Gabriel. Hey, Ramsdale and do you know what? It's Ramsdale, you know. It's Ramsdale. Gabriel's telling you to come and get that. And I like that, Gabriel, actually, because you're taking authority. Well, you know, the God. Communicate, boys. Gabriel is screaming at you to come get that, Ramsdale. And again, you could see the run from Gundogan. Do we not look over our shoulders? Like, seriously. Thomas Partey got a lot of time for you. I can't tell you about football. You played at World Cup. You played for Ghana bare times. You've been at Atletico. You've been here. Come on, fam. Come on. And that's terrible from Xhaka. And Here comes the final nail in the coffin. Thankfully, you know, Bernardo Silva has felt a bit sorry for us and he's not been able to find a City teammate. Bernardo up against Zinchenko, it's not going to be pretty. Oh, forgive me, Zinny. I mean, the standards were on the floor, but I'm a bit happier. Just a shame it's 2 goals. A bit happier. Saw us actually try and play. Corner kick. Last dead ball scenario, we conceded. We struggled with corners. See what happens. Win, lose or draw. Arsenal fan or not appreciative to you lot locked in on YouTube and Twitch. Without you lot, it's not possible. I do like to watch the games. You, Xhaka, keep your hands down, please. Xhaka, keep your hands down. Ball delivered. Martinelli and I think Grealish actually won the header. And Diaz could have a shot. Fortunately for us, Partey's hooked it clear. Saka. Oh, Saka, man. You might as well take him off, man. Take off Saka for Eddie. Saka, I've got a lot of time for you, and I don't really want to take you off, but you know, guys like you always think something can happen, but the ball retention has been awful, man. They're gonna have, not that Twitter matters, but Twitter are gonna have a fun. Like I'm sure you've also seen them new memes that people are saying to Bukayo Saka. They're gonna have a lot of fun with you. Xhaka leading the press. As much as I respect it, Xhaka, you're one of the most experienced players, and as you see here, City play against the press 9 times out of 10. They pass through us. Where is everybody? We're quite fortunate. Gundogan's taken a million years, which is unlike him in possession. Well, saying that, City are still being City, and they're here with Gundogan now. And look at Haaland about to make the run from out to in. Once again, Benjamin White and Holding, please, you need to be more narrow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, folks. Match reaction vids out after this. It's great for Wolves, man. Cool story, Wolves. Exactly, that Saka thing is mad. Cowardly, man. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. We've been a bit better. Again, 5 minutes in. There is progress. Make no mistake. Bare progress at Arsenal. But we need to move away from the obvious now. Like, and I'm not saying you, but 2 truths can be in the same realm. Evidently, Arsenal have improved a tenfold. Like a tenfold. And again, street smartness. Edison taking forever. Don't let them frustrate you boys at 2-0. Just accept it. Partey wins the header. Evidently, as I was saying, we've improved. We can isolate that and talk about this title race. They're not built for it, unfortunately. Arsenal, obviously, we need an 8. I think we need a striker that's a number 9. There's a lot of things in the transfer market, but a lot of it has to go down to the tactical front. The players have to learn from this experience. They need to know how to be a bit more street smart. They need to learn, you know, prevention is better than cure. They need to sort themselves out emotionally. We need to have something, you know, Zinchenko's a great signing for us, but we need something more than Zinchenko attempting to conduct play and Xhaka in the 8 role. As much as I like this squad, we need to cut out certain man got bozo genes in them. We need to improve our outlook on defending a tenfold and really love defending as much as we like Arteta/Wenger ball. We need to learn how to play a bit more perfect across the course of 90 minutes. Like, it's been 6 minutes into the second half. We're fundamentally losing. But where was this in the first half? Why is it taking this? Just like against Southampton, why is it taking the last 10 minutes to start having shots on target? First time I'm seeing, Kyle Walker with his back to goal having to do some real defending. Why is it taking this? Why is it taking this? Evidently, from the gaffer as well, we need to, you know, the subs need to improve. We need to be a lot less naive as a football club. That's what we need to do. Because again, as much as if it was up to me, we get another left back, we get a right back, we get a right sided centre back, we signed an 8 and a 6. We either bring in another wide man or a striker. But that is I know signings are the sexy thing. We need to work on the training ground. A lot of why Arsenal have got themselves into this competition. Oh my. Ramsdale, you should be the only one who gets dinner. You should be the only one who gets dinner. You should be the only one. Oh. Bro, this is Sunday League. Gabriel would have been finished. Finished. You saved yourself from agendas. You would have been finished. Completely missed the ball. Haaland bearing down. Gabriel Jesus doing the Brazilian thing, but there's 7. blue shirts, and it's all great beating one player. You need to be able to find a teammate, and it's far too open. This is what City want. This is when the knockout blow lands. Kevin De Bruyne has lost his quality. But yeah, I know signing players is the sexy thing, but it's the training ground. You know, again, if you look at when Klopp came in at Liverpool, first thing, they were very immature. Like, they played that heavy metal from minute 0 to 1. They started to become a bit more street smart and better defensively, which Odegaard wasn't. And then, and they signed, on top of that, they signed the players they needed to sign. Pass the pad. Kevin De Bruyne is so good. He had to get 3 goals. As I said, there was a little bit of optimism. We've been a lot better in the second half than the bars on the floor. Against the run of play, there's been a goal. Hey, Gabriel, get up. Get up. I don't want to see that. If you don't want to play, tell the gaffer, please, get up. Why are man holding their knees and that? Get up. There's fans that have traveled to this game. Get up. Don't you dare feel sorry for yourself. Yeah, it feels bad, doesn't it? It hurts, don't it? It's embarrassing, isn't it? You want it to end, don't you? This is the standards. Martin Odegaard, again, second week in a row, stupid passes in the middle of the park. You can't do that. Holding's playing people. Yeah, listen, I'm done, man. Mentally checking out this thing now, man. It's over, bro. And again, I obviously care about what we potentially stood to or could have won, but it's the standards. As you know, some of you tried to fight me when I said we're an improved defensive side. We're not a good defensive side. I'm not. One thing I'm not is surprised by the. I'm surprised by the performance. I'm not surprised by the level by the level of defending. Extremely naive. How fitting is it that we've been sat here speaking about that and it's just happened? Allow me, man. Naive as fuck. And I'm seeing players drop to their knees. You think, come on. This is what happens when people come out and say things like, oh, no matter what, it's been a great season. We know this. 10 minutes into the second half, we know 2-0 is a dangerous lead. We've showed naiveties. We've conceded in the last embers of the game, of the first half, and now Ramsdale's holding his shoulders. They're doing the Poznan thing. Congratulations, City, man. Well-deserved winners, not only today, but only for this Premier League. Shows how good they are. And they dare to say other leagues are the Farmers League. This is firmly the Farmers League. And Arteta, and you're still not changing things. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And look, City, as I said, City smelling blood. They're going in for the kill. We could concede a fourth here. By God's grace, nothing's happened. You lot up. You lot, for this game, you lot make me sick. You make me sick. Jesus, you've tried the dribbling thing in the second half, but football's a team game. I mean, I think Jesus has realised he's not going anywhere and bought that. Which, closest we've got to street smartness. Boy. People need to get some custard for this crumble. Woo. At this point, just mash up the clean sheet, man. When it's not your day, it's not your day. It's still in the box here. Is someone just going to pull the trigger? Just bust the gun. That's a handball as well. Just bust your gun, man. Stop messing about. Again, look at the commitment with City. 3 goals up. And they're defending like they're fighting relegation. And this is why man have to stop talking about Holding. Who has eventually had the shot? Holding. No, we're not doing no ending the stream thing. Winning, losing, drawing comes with it. We're not doing that emotional crap. Still love this team, still love you boys, but this is the standard. Losing comes with football. You have to be prepared to suffer. These players didn't want to suffer. They weren't prepared. What's going on here? People are throwing balls onto the pitch. Elite S-housery from City. It's frustrating me as a non-Arsenal fan, but this is the levels. This is the levels. Savaged, man. Game, set, match. Fully a massacre. Just give City something to work on at the weekend or whenever they're next going to go training. Holding has had one of the best opportunities of the game. I've placed £50 on Arsenal to win the league. It's not over yet. Why don't you give that money to a crackhead or something? Maybe best put to better use. Boys, keep your heads, man. They're trying to pee you off. Just keep your heads. Xhaka pissing off Grealish. Exactly, Grealish, you're not on that, man. That's a real savage, you know. You're not on that. Your team's winning. Allow it, man. But you, Xhaka, you need to stop doing that Haaland Viking hype only starts on football, man. Xhaka. Just keep your head. Why do you care about Grealish? Is he your girl? Just listen to the ref and get back in position. Oh, now we want to make subs. Oh, wow. 3-0 down with half an hour to go. Now we want to change things. Xhaka, keep your head, man. Channel it in the right way. If you want to get him back next 50-50, bearing in mind you're not the fastest, do that. But Odegaard, you might as well come off as well, man. I love Odegaard, but you disgrace yourself. Second game in a row, stupid passes. But you know, we're loose on the transitions. We're poor at dead ball scenarios. We're very emotional with all the emotions that come with it. Martinelli, my guy, had a great season. Anonymous today had a great season. Again, it's not sexy talking about training and improving and learning from experiences. But away from that, you need new players. And we're taking off Xhaka, to be fair. It's not the game for granted. But you know what? You was ill. Everyone's been crap today. You've been ill. You've been a good player for us. That, fam. Make sure in the tunnel you get Grealish, though. This was Sunday League. Is fully watch after the game. And I can't lie. This is, you know, this should be a learning curve. Look how City are still wasting time at 3-0 up where there's no threat. This is the levels. This is the levels. Bro, I can't believe it. We're playing 5-yard, but balls over the top. Is this actually Arsenal? Because I haven't seen us for about 58 minutes. Saka, it's not your game. You might as well hook him as well, man. Bring on Eddie. Just go 2 up front, man. Jesus has gone out. Well, looks like Jesus and Trossard will be swapping. Hey, someone slide tackle Pep as well, man. Can't get a Holding. Once again, Holding. You've been one of the bars on the floor, but like you've had a shot. At least I've seen Holding try and be one of the bravest players in possession for all his shortcomings today. Oh, me Holding, I'll leave you alone. We're very fortunate to get him for, you know, just don't get hey, you need to, you're moving way too horny over them sides, but you're right still. Bent over backwards for City, man. Pause. And again, of course, I'm upset about the result. It's how man's playing. Saka, bro. I don't know where Saka left his football boots, but when he finds someone needs to help him find it, man. And if I'm honest, Arteta, you was playing this down as a final. Pep won. Jorginho, well in, Trossard. At least we've managed to play some passes, and that's it. Chelsea are losing, but Chelsea are nothing to talk about this year, man. Forget Chelsea, man. It's the standards, man. It's the standards. Jorginho, at least you effing look like a footballer. Jesus, Benjamin White. Holding again. I don't mind that Holding. It's been going to get cut out by Kyle Walker. Great defending by him, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. Holding's trying to conduct play. Again, everyone's been rubbish, but you got to be honest. At least I'm seeing something from you. Nothing to scream and shout about. Nothing to save you from like pretending anyone's had a good performance here. I mean, come on, ball boy. Your team's winning 3-0. Stop being a little bit. Someone, hey, you might get Eden Hazard. I can't lie, man. Stop being a little. Just, you know, just stop. Just stop. Even if we got 1, you're going to get 10 in it. Just stop. All right? Just stop. If you play for City's academy, I hope you get released as well. Jesus. Just under half an hour. Fuck, bro, I can't believe I'm seeing we're too feeble. It's free again. It's a 1 Rodri and 3 Arsenal shirts. Somehow he's managed to eventually get out of there. Walker's not even played against Zini. But every City player has had their Arsenal counterpart in their pocket. What's the most City have had to deal with? A couple little dribbles from Jesus and that. Lampard's thing ain't funny, man. For 9 years. And the worst thing is, again, people are going to be overly toxic or overly positive. People are like, it's still 2 points. Whatever you got to do to cope in this life, innit? Gabriel, man. Help me, please. Grealish about to source. What a player Grealish about to source. Thankfully, Gundogan ain't got his shooting boots. Pep, light now, man. Bring on Rico Lewis and Cole Palmer. Light now. You lot one, light, please, man. It's like a boxing match. If we're the coaches, gotta throw the white towel in, man. Just light now, man. Look at Party, put your tongue back in your mouth as well, man. What's all of that about? You know, Jesus, I got time for him, but you and Zinchenko show my your squad players time and time again. Like, you're not the tugs. Like, you love Jesus, but a bit more, man. And even then, they're not the guys. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Newcastle, man. Shout out to Geordies, you know, big up to what you lot did against Spurs, right? But like you said, who cares, man? Plus, we saw what happened there last time. Holding getting a bit of revenge on Grealish. I don't know what I'd rather, you know, Holding bundling me over on my team winning 3-0. And I rate it from Grealish. You've got to be a bit of a see you next Tuesday. Which players would I sign from City? The whole team, man. Apart from probably Calvin Phillips. Just because he can't, not even on ability, he can't stay fit. We've already got enough of that. But then again, a half-fit Calvin Phillips would do well. I don't mind that Ben White, man. No one's tried to do a bit. It's just been lacking bravery, man. The whole team. Wellings Zinchenko, to be fair. Play on. Why are we asking? Play the advantage. Jorginho, again, probably my man of the match already. F it. Just from being like Gabriel, bro, Gabriel. A number of times this game, you know, you've done booky things. I love you to death, but fix up, please. Ramsdale gets, you know, he should have done better for the goal, and he looked nervous for the whole penalty incident that wasn't given, but at least you made 1-2 saves. Holding's actually shown up, you know. In fact, since Holding's come into the team, there's evident frailties and evident problems in the man's game, but away from that, and when accepting that, he's played a lot better than a lot of his teammates. And what does that say? You lot should be absolutely embarrassed. It's not the day for scapegoating and getting that one player and doing all of that. We win, lose, and draw together. Oh, ref. Okay. Bernardo Silva's had a bit of a kick out there. Jesus, hold it. 6 shots, 1 on target. Compare that to 3 goals, 8 shots on target, and 13 attempts overall. I don't think you lot should be sad. We're used to absolutely getting smacked against these lot. Is that? I think it is. We're used to getting smacked against these lot. We're absolutely used to it. But it's how we're playing. It's the standards we set. It's what we're doing. Even though we've lost the City more times than I can count now, more actually fingers than I have. Bro, the last 2 times we played against City, we've actually been a lot closer to them. Hey, Gabriel, that was a meaty pass, and Trossard's tried, man. By default, Trossard, Jorginho. Cool. Hey, shout me. end the season on a high, and it just Edison alive. Someone just pay Edison. Let us go home with a finish at least, man. I hear the lack of experience thing, but I want to sort like really and truly when we flip that on its head, like where does that experience thing go? Like where does that? How far does that go? Yes, there's a lack of players that are mid to late 20s. All of them have played to a high level. The youngest of players have been to World Cups. Whether you're young, old, whatever, you're all naive. All just haven't done what you've needed to do. You've all played enough games. A lot of what has been our problem today, it's been there all season. I know it's difficult to promote good habits, and I know it takes forever to lose to lose bad habits. But how many times, man? Honestly, the transitions, dead ball scenarios. That's the way we conceded. If you just heard that sentence in isolation and you knew nothing about this game today, how many times could that be said about Arsenal? A lot, innit? It's not beyond the obvious. Like I'm almost, well, I am immune. Like in the grand scheme of things, losing to City, I'm obviously disappointed. But it's how we are playing. And I always say this, and this is what kills me because all of you that have followed me all week, this is the one thing I didn't want to be in, you know. Compare this to the game at the Emirates last year and this year. This is the one thing I couldn't accept. Stray passes, cowardly performances, lack of discipline, fighting in the wrong areas. Remember how this felt? Oh, now man want to bring on Smith Rowe. Oh, now what you want to draw for Smith Rowe? Oh, I've got a lot of time for you. Now you want to draw for Smith Rowe. Odegaard. Someone, let's mash up. Whoever mashes up the clean sheet, you're getting a 10 out of 10 in the player ratings. Kevin De Bruyne finally showed he's human by not controlling the ball. Crazy. Even Kevin's like, Gabriel, bang it. Forget it. Just bang it, man. It's Bants. Trossard. Balls put in. City are defending like they're fighting relegation, and that's the standards. Saka always going to foul Grealish there. Grealish showing his experience, will act like he's been shot. Saka, yo, my guy, take him off though. Oh, Pep, man. Pep, have a heart. Bring on Cole Palmer. Man's bringing on Mahrez. Pep, man. Pep, man. Pep, man. So that means Bernardo inside. Pep, man. Pep, man. Pep, man. I thought Arteta was your guy. Like, Pep, I'm on you, man. You always give Spurs points, not us. Pep, man. What's all this? You're going to bring on Alvarez as well? You lot can do your positive Kool-Aid stuff about, oh, City, it's still 2 points in front of City. Maybe they'll lose their games. They got a lot of football, and that's true. But you just, everyone's saying that. It's not wrong. Everyone who's saying that, it's because they're just trying to do the coping mechanism thing. Odegaard off. I can't lie, Odegaard, I love you, but you've scored the most goals statistically away from home of everyone in your position. But when the going gets tough, man start crumbling. Well, Empire ref, no foul. Okay, ref, say it's a City foul because it would actually help us because they're on the transition. Morris, put the ball out. Your man's down. Your man's down. Thank you. I can't lie. It's not sports. You're meant to give the ball back, but technically we can play on. Like, let's just be villains now, man. Party didn't do nothing to him, man. Unlucky Stones. I got a lot of time for you. Oh, he did. I didn't see it. I can't comment. It's an accident, but Party. I don't know. You know, Party's kind of clipped him with the top of his studs and whatever. I mean, ain't Stones from Yorkshire. He's tougher than that. But yeah, that therefore hurt. Very sad day. As long as you lot run the supporters the bread back, man. They're on me. They're on me. They're on me, people. They're on me. They're on me. They're on me. Hey, you see why you're shameless, Steph? Yeah, you're shameless because you support Chelsea. I heard you're losing. You man are done that here. Why are you twerking for City? The team you beat in the champs, you're twerking. Todd Burr, he kills you with the Cowboys thing. Tell them if they need a scout, they'll shout me, man. See, they're on me, man. The Pagans won today, man. The Pagans won. The Pagans won. The Pagans won. I ain't answering no messages. The Pagans won. They got me down today. City in possession, but really and truly, does anyone care? Really and truly, does anyone care? Really? Credit to City. This is why they're the best. This is why they're very close to doing the 3-peat and maybe winning a treble. It's not just about the ability of the players; it's the desire, it's the way they manage their game, it's everything. And I hope you lot get a good, you lot have been watching them play for 90 minutes close to now. I hope you lot have taken some things from this. I don't mind that Benjamin White. At least he fouled him, man. Foul him again, man. Foul him again, man. If nothing more, at least Grealish has 1-2. Lovely player, but very frustrating. At least he's got 1-2 bruises, man. Kick him up, man. Forget it. It's done now. Just clamp him up now, man. What a player Grealish is. It's all love, man. But you're a bit of a see you next Tuesday. Edu needs to look at this match and realize we need to buy this summer. Yeah, until a couple of needy players play well for a few games and fans start twerking again. Fans don't really, not saying you, fans don't really want the ruthlessness required. Party, you've tried. Ref, that's a foul. That's 2 fouls. Party's getting into it with Grealish. Aye, calm yourself, Grealish. You don't want it. Them Garner man will savage you, you know. Grealish, calm down, man. What's wrong with the shoot? He did have a kick out there, ref, as well. He's had a kick out, Party. I can't lie, I respect it. Grealish has got under you lot's skin. Absolutely under your skin. This is why you lot need to be nasty as well. This is why you lot need to be cute and clever as well. Grealish's favorite WWE wrestler had to be Eddie Guerrero, just like me. Yellow card. Grealish would have lost a day in Sunday League football with you. I know he's from Bromden and they are strong, but unless he's got some older brothers that are really on stuff, bro, you see this Grealish, he'd get finished. And Party, rather than try and fist up, man, why not act like you've been shot? And to be fair, Bernardo had a look as well. I love the fact that Saka's back in beef, but just be a good youth, man. I mean, Grealish is a bit of a cunt for that, but still. Bold, man. There's no league, mate. I mean, I respect it for... Hey, Stefan, you're shameless. You're shameless. You're shameless. You are shameless. You know how shameless you are? Do you know how shameless you are? Smith Rowe. Hey, at least Smith Rowe. I believe it's something. Smith Rowe's back. And now we're playing out from the back. This is crazy, man. Yeah, we're not Arsenal today. This is North London Red. This is the Arsenal they got in Football Manager before you download the patches. This ain't the official team. No way. Boys against men. Street smart individuals, really. Hungry lions up against some daffodils. Of course, Jack's okay. Listen, we know Jack Grealish is on the S-housery. He's a see you next Tuesday. I respect it. It's frustrating now, but this is what Grealish does. And we're playing into it. I love it. Robertson does this of Liverpool. Obviously, it frustrates you, but our players are playing into it. Just clamp him. When the 50-50 is there, Grealish has got under the skin of White, of Partey. Even Saka wants to bang him. Bro, Akanji sourcing us. Nah, you lot don't respect me, you know. You lot don't respect me. You lot don't respect me. Grealish about to put the... You lot don't respect me. Akanji's trying to play me. You lot, the Arsenal, you lot don't respect me. Come on, boys. Alright, Grealish, you try and wait Saka. Remember yourself. Remember yourself. Remember yourself, little man. Remember yourself. You're winning 3-0, but remember, out there, Saka, remember how this feels, you know? You're too nice as well. All too nice. Arteta, bring on some subs. Just do something. Where's Eddie? Let's give some minutes now, man. Julian Alvarez coming on, Pep. You're a horrible person, Pep, man. No shame Bayern got sacked 3-2. Hey, yeah, run that one, run that. We're leaving with something. Jesus, no, it's not into him. Don't forget, this helps the goal difference. Hey, Saka, just start moving, man. It's a free kick. We're fortunate there. I didn't think that was a handball. I mean, I'll take anything I can get at this moment in time, but I think that's a harsh one. Julian, come on, Pep, man. Sit Julian Alvarez down, man. I think he's got a hamstring knock. He don't need to play. Come on, man. I don't want to talk too much, but like the agendas we're gonna have to run, provided in this 12 minutes that Haaland doesn't score. Haaland was kept quiet by Rob Holding. Bayern Munich lost here 3-0. We'll leave with something. We'll leave with something. We're in the clean sheet and it's calm. It's calm. It's calm. Big up you lot, win, lose or draw. Bro, City have put 9 past us this season. They probably scored 1 million goals. Hands up if your team's in the champs, mate. Saka or Smith Rowe, if you lot. Edison, if you fancy just letting this in, we'll leave with something. Marcel, go away, man. Listen, Wenger's not here, bro. And I'm not shutting up about it. I praise and critique fairly, but I can't speak for everyone else, and I don't really care what anyone else has to say, really positively on it. Everyone's allowed their opinion. Saka, are you really gonna? And to be fair, bro, Wenger's gone, bro. Like, Wenger's gone, bro. There's all been 3 managers since Wenger, including Lomberg. Now you want to bring on more Highlanders. Saka, come off, man. You've been stinky today. You're my guy. Smelly today. Kevin De Bruyne, wonderful footballer. Sometimes, as poor as we've been, you have to admire talent, bro. Love to have a player like that. Good shift. Oh crap! I forgot. Yeah, he got 2 goals today and an assist. I completely forgot he crossed the ball. Kevin, wonderful player. You know, had we have matched City and Kevin did these 3 moments of brilliance, I could say, all right, cool, it is what it is. But we haven't exactly done that. You haven't made it difficult for Kevin and these players to do exactly what they did. Quality player, world-class player, one of the best ever in the Prem there's ever been in his role. Sometimes you just have to admire stuff. Mahrez and Julian Alvarez. It's going to get a lot more uglier, you know. 10 minutes left, but I think it's going to be 4. And I know Jesus has come off with Saka, and I know normally I probably will tomorrow, but I don't really care about what anyone has to say in the interviews after this year. I don't really want to hear nothing. Nice touch from the City fans to hail up Jesus' thing. Big up, Jesus. Listen, I love all of you lot players, but I'm gonna need a few days not seeing you lot's face, man. It's not good. Again, the defeat's one thing, but I can't believe you lot have played like this out here. Oh my god, this Julian Alvarez is quick. Holding, if you're gonna run across Julian Alvarez, at least be quick enough to run across him. You almost dropped on the floor. Oh man. Four points off Liverpool, 3 points off United, 6 points off Spurs. It'd have been lovely to have done something against City. But it's another season where that has happened. Well, to be fair, we still ain't as good as this season's been away from what's going on now. Goodison Park, St Mary's, Old Trafford. There's definitely a ground I'm missing out. Still ain't done what we needed to do there. Some things just remain the same. Ruben Diaz, can't help but envy all of these City players. I mean, listen, Arteta's the manager and I'm on YouTube, and that's why, because I can't lie, I thought he should have gone out here with a back 4. But I do think he needed to change things. Shout out to Eddie. Dodgy step overs, but see something. Saka, you weren't doing that. I don't want to hear no one talking nonsense about Holding away from the obvious, because Holding's actually tried today. I don't know, man. Arteta's naive with this tactics thing. Nah, man. He's my guy, man. We lost, bro. Marcel's my guy. It's all entertainment, man. The game's the game, man. Alvarez probably is going to score. Nah, Saka and Grealish aren't going to hate each other, bro. Like, you hate each other for 90 minutes and then whatever in it. Nelson. Hey, Nelson with the skillers. I'm leaving with something. Hey, strength. Hey, Nelson, forget everyone. Don't pass. Eddie, come. South London. Do you know what? Shout out you two. Shout out you two. The most excited I've been all game. Shout out you. Nelson Welling. Eddie, needy, but all right, cool. You know what? Fair enough. Is that even a corner ref? Slightly, it's come off someone. Fair enough. You lot have looked like you wanted to play today. Fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, make up the numbers, but you ain't in the club. You thought what? You thought Harvey Elliott and them man were rolling to the champs next year? Like, fam. Cat Edison. Even Edison, again, City managed the game themselves. Obviously, Pep is telling them every moment what they need to do. But they're street smart. Even they're not playing, but when Palmer plays, not that there's a big case study to go off, or when Lewis plays, etc., you see it. Bro, I don't want to see Jesus right now. Show me the game. Pick up Jesus. I love you, but I don't care about that now. Show me Nelson. You look like you with it. Give the ball to Nelson. Let's just see some skills, man. That is, at least we, you know, Arsenal fans, they're shameless. We'll get a comp of that. Eddie left wing, you know. Trossard false 9. I love this club, but you look gonna be the death of me, man. Zinchenko, I ain't even seen you apart from a little 5 minutes into the second half. Bro, look at it. Right, holding. It's crap, but at least you're trying, man. Leisha, Jorginho, you've been one of the better. The subs, hail up you lot's tick. Party's been better this second half. Nelson, I mean, I'm not going to turn on Saka, but Meady, Nelson, come, man, just do something. Unlucky. We on the corner. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Another big game where Jesus and Odegaard have to come off. These men are not spawned. Unfortunately. Nelson's already been better than Saka. But yeah. And you know what makes it sad? Pep's gonna go right back to gassing us up again after this game. Like, no, they're good, so good. Oh my god, nah, they're unstoppable. And man, shut up, man. Elite manager, elite team. Just shut up, though, man. Nelson, Jorginho, I trust her. Just hit the deck, dive, bro, dive. Hold him. We're leaving with side. Is that holding? The camera angle's dead. He's better than Cannavaro. He deserves that. You see what I said? Hold him. I asked for the. At least the clean sheet is mash up. He's better than Cannavaro. At least someone's with it, man. Hold in. Game on. Get the ball. You know I'm chatting, man. If we don't laugh, we're going to cry, man. We cry some real tears, man. Hey, it's back on. How long? Come on. How long? Hey, holding. If I'm holding, I'm sitting in that dressing room and, hey, shout out Trossard as well. Say, what did you, man, do? Unfortunately, I'm bang on with my prediction, though, 3-1. He's better. All right, look, you see the week from holding. This guy's a bites, man. He's living everyone's dream. I agree, holding done more than you. See, you need to be like him. His hairband's better than yours, Victoria Beckham. We got nothing else. At least Foden. You know this guy wants to score against us. I'll never forgive you for saying we're a dead team. You're such a good player as well. Why did you do that? Game on, refa. Look, game on. Yeah, let's go. It's peak, man. Banter, man. Hey. Ooh. Party. Holding. 86th minute, you know. Gabriel, party. Hey, yo. Oh, please. Well, the second half ended 1-1. Hey, Trossard, that was wavy. Nelson, do that as well. Get gas, Rev. You see why I like City? These men are villains. Look at Rodri booting the ball, pulling man to the floor. It's needed. I hope you lot can see what you need to do. I don't like this whole. Rodri's only been booked 5 times. Dark art specialist this season. It's not just about being good footballers. Nice guys finish last. We're a nice team. We're a good team, but we're too nice. I think there's been a change in mentality, but there's a long way to go. Too nice. We're too nice. Look at Edison again. Hey, you might as well just, yeah, man. Just do him, man. Fair enough, City, man. Arteta, like, bro. I love you, but like, bro, it's too late for all of this on the touchline. I like, fam. Got a lot of time for you. Pep should be the only manager doing all of that, man. It's long, bro. Bro, Holding said, bro, I don't know what you, man, did, but I'm on crack. Like, I went Turkey and fixed up my bonnet for a reason. Like, I don't know what you lot on. Shout out to him. Big up Nelson, man. You tried, man. Give him his contract, man. Ah, yeah, golden goal. Haaland. So what? Although we were fouled there, ref. Although City won, Holding has scored and kept Haaland quiet. There's always an agenda still. There's either comeback. He's on. Nah, come on now, man. Haaland and Partey getting a bit too cozy with each other. They seem to like each other. I mean, Arteta, I wouldn't say he's a limited manager, but he's got limitations and naivety. He's 100% in his game. And I was asking for a back four, so I can't accuse Arteta of all of the. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But yeah, but you lot that have been following, I know it's easier said than done. I know they're not going to make the changes, but it became apparent probably needed to go to a back three, man. Early doors. Substitutes and Rob Holding, Ramsdale for the saves, even though I can't lie, Ramsdale, you're a good keeper, but there's so much things you can improve on. Five minutes of added on time. Foden, I don't care how good you are on the football. You let your mom get beaten up, man. Shut up, man. No matter what you do, you let your mom get punched. You back your mom. Don't want to see it. Don't want to hear it. Allow it. Ramsdale, aye. Zinny wants. Yeah, Ramsdale. Zinny controlling. Come on. Wavy settings. Come on. Yeah, Zinny. Come on, man. Smith Rowe didn't have a fighting chance of that. City's treble is bigger than you. Now, I don't know, man. Like, it's not Arsenal's treble, so I don't care. But what I would know is a treble's a treble. Really, like, you'd have to speak to someone, really. Like, if I was a United fan, Foden, you got the flicks in it. You're a wavy footballer, fantastic footballer, but you didn't back him on. I don't care. You let your mom get punched. It's a that thing, people. It's proper sour for me, 100%. I'm not perfect. I'll make it clear. No matter what you do, you always have to live with that. That you let your mom get punched in her face. No matter what. Boy. Bit harsh to call Brazilian players that. Partey Lucky's still going to pitch. I didn't see it, so I can't comment. Edison. Shit, you could get a game in midfield for us, to be honest with you, if I'm not completely honest. You must fancy it. Diaz. Big up you, Holding, man. Oh, Partey, I'm so happy you didn't. I thought you were fouled, but I'm so happy you didn't commit and lunge in there. It looked like the writing was on the wall. I mean, second half's ended 1-1, boy. This is good. We got Super Mick, Arteta, Champions League. That was the goal always. I don't even care about the rest of it. Eddie, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what gassed Arteta to put you left wing. It's never gonna bang. Thank God for us, you know. Julian Alvarez, thank you, man. Because on another day, you play a lovely pass. Thank you for that poor pass, man. You actually got a heart. Thank you. Because I know you didn't. I know you couldn't see a City player. Pep, please just sit down, man. You've beaten us. Please just sit down. Arteta, please just sit down, man. Just sit down. Like, let's just go and clean up the change room. Let's just go back, man. Let's just go back to North London, man. Just smack up Chelsea in it. Just bragging rights is all that's on the table. Eddie. Well, that defense ain't in trouble with Nketiah in the room, eh? Back to City. Oh, Zinchenko, can you just be brave today for once, bro? I think you care about your old teammates too much. Come on, man. Thank God Jorginho's got a touch on it. Nelson, Ref. And this is the difference between City. Julian Alvarez just come on, absolutely trying to yank Nelson before he counter-attacks. This is why, for me, I don't care about statistics. It's probably Newcastle. These men are the best defensive team in the league. It's not just about defending. It's about frustrating your teammates, opponents, taking the sting out of games, etc., 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 man. I appreciate that, Benjamin. I kick him. And Nelson, shut up. I mean, Foden, shut up, man. You're not injured. There's a little foul. Get up, man. At least Grealish don't act like that. Get up, man. You see what I'm saying about this Foden? Haaland doesn't rate us. A man took off the ponytail. Fully just letting the blonde hair just wave around now. First time I've seen Haaland, you don't rate us. Is that how nice he thinks you lot are, that you lot won't pull it? Hey, someone get the scissors, man. Just clamp that, man. I'm sure you can put that in a... You can sell that to a shop, man, as weave or something, man. Just get some scissors and do your thing quickly, man. So crazy. I actually remember when Haaland had short hair, you know. Yeah, Holding's getting a 10, bro. You scored. I said if someone scores, you get a 10, man. You get a 10. You get a 10. He scored. At least you messed the City analytical team probably thought they were gonna have a day off. At least now they have to spend 30 seconds looking at the goal that we scored. And Holding, ironically, I remember well, there you have it. We don't get to keep Haaland shut. And shout out to Foden. You played with fire, you get burnt. 4-1. Bit disappointed I didn't get my prediction right, but stupid defending from us at the end. Discipline. 15 seconds from the end of the game. I can't lie, Gabriel. Ever since the first goal, you're just dropping to your knees with every goal being conceded. Stop that, man. Told you Haaland don't rate us. He took out the hairband. He does not rate us. He does not rate us. They don't rate us. So what's that? 38 goals for him? Does not rate us. So we don't even win the second half. Bro, it's all come from our throwing, fam. Zinni, man. Zinni, bro. Wait, you know, I don't even care, man. Ramsdale should do better. Everyone should do better. Holding it's come off him. Haaland could be forgiven for thinking his luck was ran out. This and Everton away, definitely. Look. City can't be bothered to celebrate. Pep knows it's done. He knows it's done. Congratulations. This is why City are the best in the league. Haven't even had to get out of second gear, really. Apart from the players that have been fouled, nobody's kit's dirty. Arteta, stop hugging Pep, man. Stop hugging Pep. You look, get in the change. Just get in the change rooms. Get in the change rooms. Get in the change rooms. You don't need to walk back to London. You lot can't be tired. No one ran up and down enough. Subs, if your name's Nelson, Holding, you scored, I respect it. Big up City. So where do we start, people? What is there to say? Where do we go from here, people? Win, lose, or draw, as usual. One love to everybody tuned in. But what is there to say? It was diabolical in all aspects. The only thing we did well is mash up the clean sheet. Among everything, I would like a bit more from Arteta in terms of the tactics. Or switching it up. But fundamentally, we never believed. We all know games can be won or lost in the tunnel. Sorry, and I think it was that. I think we were naive as we've ever been. I think City have exploited the areas that they know. They know we're weak on the transitions. They know we play ourselves into problems with errors, much like the last goal you just saw. They know we're shaky from set pieces, obviously with a bit of help from VAR to correct an error with John Stones being on side. We're a very naive team. Obviously, we were shook, and you could see that early doors with a couple of the passes and touches. You saw them score in the 7th minute and just score just before the end of the first half. I actually feel we came out slightly better than we was in the first half, which the bar's on the floor. But then they scored 10 minutes in. Just showed a lot of naiveties and inability to control our emotions, not just today, but against West Ham, against Southampton, against Liverpool. And I think it's been a range of emotions. I would say we were very complacent against West Ham. I think we were very scared in the second half against Liverpool, and we felt we was comfortable against Liverpool in the first half. Southampton, we was too emotional when we conceded the second goal, and it looked like we was feeling the pressure coming into this. Today is a bit different because I just feel it's all the same theme, but I just don't think there was genuinely any belief. I don't think they were playing. I think they were playing with a mental block. I don't think they enjoyed what they were doing, and there's not a single reason to enjoy themselves, if you're honest. I don't think they enjoyed how they played today. I think they lacked a lot of desire. I'm not going to quite say the players don't care, because I don't believe that, but some can't fight, won't fight, don't know how to fight. I think they crumbled in the tunnel, essentially. I think they lacked belief. If anything, they should enjoy it. This is a privileged problem. You've achieved your goal from August of being in the Champions League. It's a privileged position to fight for the bonus, allegedly, because I don't look at the league table in the Premier League title, and I don't think we really looked like we was in that last saloon. As I said, I'd rather us die on our feet than live on our knees, and we didn't do that. We were shook. Everyone was shook. If you're in it, even though Jorginho's kind of done had a part to play in the goal we've conceded, Holding's obviously got savage for a couple of goals, and Holding's done what Holding's done, but he ain't been the worst player on the pitch. At least he's messed up the clean sheet at the very least. Nelson, to say impressive cameos a bit overdoing it, but you looked a lot better than Saka. Really, if you're Smith Rowe, a bit anonymous, but the subs, I ain't got really anything for you. The only time I'm seeing desire from my players is when they want to try fight Grealish and Diaz and stuff. And again, I understand why, but control your emotions. They've got you done. They've got you done. City never had to be out of second gear, and it's testament to City. They are doing everything that we need to do. Forget players for a sec. Managing games, street smartness, knowing when to feed off that anger, knowing when not to play into it, knowing when to frustrate the opposition. How much time are they just kicking us with Partey and Grealish? That's what makes them great players among everything. We showed a lot of naivety today, but we never really wanted it. We crumbled. I don't know if you crumbled because you know how great these City players are. I don't know if you're thinking about what the ramifications of this game are. I don't know. Anything can still happen, but City are in the driving seat if they win their next two games. You're in that territory, which I've not believed in this league title all season. You can tell, I've entertained it, but you can tell with me saying I ain't looked at the league table, definitely in the last few weeks. And you're in the scenario which I used to say is that, if it was in your hands and you equated something today, you would have done something, but now you're relying on other teams. And in life, there's a such thing as fight or flight, right? Our backs are against the wall. The threat is about to come and get us. At some point, you either hit back, and if you're going to go out, you're going to go out like a legend, or you're going to curl into a ball and accept the inevitable. And we did the latter today. I always ask, especially in the bigger games, that we have no regrets. A number of players will have regrets out there today. A number of regrets. What I will say is thank you to Haaland, because you was nice enough to wait 15 seconds before scoring, and Foden actually to get his little assist. Fair enough, man. But, it's hard not to admire that City team, if I'm completely honest with you, because they've got everything that I wish we had, away from obviously the ability of the players, which very few could do whatever. But Jesus, you tried in the second half with the pointless dribbling. Zinchenko, you was never with it today. Odegaard, what did you do? And I'm not scapegoating, because what did any player do? I think Ramsdale could have done better for at least 2 of the goals, but our keeper's the last line of defense. I think Holding showed a good reaction to getting skimmed by Haaland, but ultimately we ain't learned our lessons from last year playing someone like that. Benjamin White weren't with it really. Saka terrible today. You're my guy. You got us here. Martinelli, anonymous. Everyone. Granite, limited, anonymous. Odegaard not bringing nothing to the table. And another game where, game after game now, I love Odegaard. I'm defending him. It's not a scapegoating thing, but you've lost the ball in a stupid area, trying stupid passes. On the transition is terrible. And for a team that was one of the best pressing sides in the Premier League early on, we've lost that intensity. We've lost that sharpness. We've lost the smile on our face and the enjoyment. Not enjoying it. So you deserve what's ever said. I always ask, all I want is no regrets. And it hasn't been that. So, big up you lot, City, innit? Like, Arsenal, I don't want to see no one connected to Arsenal. I don't want to see any players feeling sorry for themselves. I don't want to hear we need to do better. Talking is done on the pitch. And City did it. You didn't react like a team today that went out there like, yo, this is the last one. If had you have won this, which you didn't, it's still open. And mathematically, it's still open. There's still a lot of variables for all the fans that are doing all of that, but it's gone, bro. It was gone before it was gone. So yeah, man. As usual, Arsenal fan or not, I appreciate everybody that is tuned in because without you lot, it's pointless. You know, I don't know about Grass Green on the other side. Arteta had too much faith in Jesus. We bought him for these moments. Everyone was crap. He must have, man. He still didn't back his mum, though. Man, we're gassing up holding. Nah, he scored, bro. All I asked is someone mash up the clean sheet, you know. That's all I asked. From when it became clear. And for Arteta, as I said, I'm not going to sit here and act up. I wanted a back four because I felt I was of the thinking we got to keep things the same. I wouldn't have cried if he went with a back three. But watching it, we didn't try and do anything different, you know. And it's disappointing because the last two games we played against City, they've been way more evenly matched than what we saw. So maybe Arteta gave them some tactics and mentally they weren't with it. I don't know. But it weren't there, was it? So really, and for me, as you lot heard me during the watch along, it became evidently clear we would have still probably shipped them goals and maybe conceded more, but it became evident that we needed to go back free in it. You know, it was the same trick for a couple of moments for City, really, and they were kind to us. They beat us 4-1, definitely in the first half. They should have been 4-5-1 in the first half. You could see long ball into the channels. Kevin De Bruyne, a joy to watch, world-class player. Haaland, quiet day from him relatively, but he scored, shows why he's decisive. And if you're a striker in this league trying to win Golden Boot, everybody needs to lobby for another award to be given, really, because it's done in it. Yeah, terrible. We're an improved defensive side. We're not a good defensive side, and you saw that now. So all of the bad that has been here this season has transcended today, really, and it's come to light. You sign up for this when you're naive, and you can fool some of the people some of the time. Can't fool everyone all the time. And football's an emotional sport, but unfortunately, as I've been saying all week, you can't be surprised at the manner of the goals we're conceding and the naiveties if you've genuinely been watching us all season. 266 likes, people. One love for that. Can we get to 300 before the end of the stream? If you have hit the like button, one love, man. They better rerun. You saw Saka's face from the kickoff. He looked totally shit. I love Saka. And it's not I know everything, but and again, I can't read into it. It might be a poker face, but I said it. I love Saka. You helped us get here, really. But you look shook. You looked absolutely shook. And for me, it's about pride. If nothing more, bro. Now it's 12, but you ain't won there since 2015. Lord knows how many goals you have conceded there. Oh, wait, it's basically a win. I swear this is the first time we've scored at the Etihad in a hot second. This is the first time we have scored at the Etihad in a hot minute, but on a serious note, it's been embarrassing playing against them. Footballers, like human beings, we're very prideful. Footballers, professional athletes, which everything is about you, especially in today's day and age where everyone comes out and makes comments and stuff, acts like they know you and all of these things as a person, let alone as a footballer. I never saw pride today. I never saw pride. And, you know, considering we've been a lot better away from home, I don't know what you rocked up with. Pardon me, until we learn to be a lot more street smart, get our mentality right, as much as it's about getting players in, and we're not going to get anywhere. Until we love defending, statistically, somehow we're one of the best, if not their best defensive side, but we're one of them this season. Until we learn to love the defensive aspects and the dirty aspects of this game, this club will not go to where it needs to go. It's been a great season of progress. A lot of things have been introduced that haven't been there. But now if you're looking at a league, fighting for a league title, which is now gone, you can't praise, again, on another hand, you can't praise them for this because, you know, a team that wants to do that should be competitive, should have desire, should have all of these things. You don't praise Mayweather for being consistent. You don't praise Pep for knowing all the things he knows. It comes with the territory if you want to go to where he needs to go. And it's a good sobering reminder, if any of these players thought they were better than what they are, you might be here or wherever. It's up there with them, man. And this is a season people said City are not good and all this jazz. This was the moment City were looking at where the Sharks were gonna circle. They've got it, and that's where it's won or lost. You got to build on this for everyone. You know, you could see you could see what we're missing without a number 8, without another number 6. Obviously, defensively, you take a couple of players out. The defensive errors again, players are not doing from the first minute. You could see issues. I understand going long from time to time. Shit, I even understand going long consistently. I get it in a team like this. But it doesn't make sense to me why we're just hoofing it, really, because we've got no output. Jesus, out of 10 duels against Diaz, he'll probably win about 2. Even if he wins it, he's trying to dance past 10 man, his peak. He brings it down, nobody's next to him. You know, the only positives is that we've messed up the clean sheet. Nelson had a 1-2 skills. That's about it. And we, not that he did it today, but you need and I'm not going to get Xhaka too much because allegedly he was ill, but we need a lot more than left backs conducting. Gabriel got a lot of time for you. You got spam for the goal, but even like the mentality, bro, I'm seeing man trying to fight, and I get it. Anyone that plays with me Sunday League, you know what time it is. We don't need to do the chattings. Keep your heads, channel that, because when you lot are fighting Diaz in the corner flag, that's the closest you lot got to a City player. That's the closest Saka got to taking on someone today. Use that anger and fuel it. They're trying to rattle you, and this is what you don't need to be doing to other teams. We're too nice. And I'm not saying this wrong, because you in life you should be able to be nice and be a nice person and stuff. But as we know, the world isn't like that. We're getting fouled. We're like, oh my God, Rev, help us, help me, bro. You're seeing Grealish. Grealish is walking past you, bang. Ref, bro. We have to start being like Eddie Guerrero. So it's a sobering reminder that if anyone believes they're at a level they think they're not there. Just blame the coach and his time is up. Or allow it, man. Come on now. Arteta has to hold his hands up, but come on now. There might be a reality where if we keep having seasons like we've had now, or we improve to where we want, then maybe move on Arteta. But stop being silly. Stop being silly. On the 26th of the 4th, 2023, Arteta is the right man for this. I ain't trying to hear all of that. We got 5 games left, man. It's Haaland, man. Ramsdale made some saves, but he also let himself down. Arteta out 4 years and nothing to show for it, but an FA Cup. I want. Fair, you know what? Fair enough. No, it weren't because Saka. This is the one game I'm not hearing that with Saka. He's doubled up against, and that he was crap today. Like, he was my guy. You had a crap game. You're definitely not a crap player. You was crap today. It's simple. You was rubbish today. There's nothing wrong with that. You was rubbish today. Like, man. Listen, what other content creators are saying, that's good for them. Please, I can only be accountable for myself and others, and I don't really give a flying monkeys what they have to say, with the greatest of respect. I haven't asked for him to be sacked. Bro, if you stage fright, call in sick, innit? Exactly. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You knew what the first goal for me was the best example of that, because that's almost the goal we knew was going to happen. By the 4th goal, heads up, that's very frustrating, because we've given, again, I'm not surprised by it because we've been doing it all season, but you've handed that to City. And I hope they've got to see that, because if you're in this a year from now, you can't do that with City a year from now. If you're in the Champions League, what do you think is going to happen? You've given them that. City have shown why they're a great team. And I hope you lot got a good look around the stadium, a good look of what those players done. I'm pretty sure, I don't even know where the change rooms are and if they're really adjacent, but I'm pretty sure you will hear celebrations. You could see the mentality. I hope you lot see how far you have to go in this thing. Which is you don't even know how far you lot have to go. You don't even know what you need to do. These brothers, they don't even have a clue, man. They don't have a clue. It's not enough to be good. You've got to want to be great. And you've definitely got to go out fighting. As I always say, I'd rather live on my feet than die on my knees. You lot was ready to do. City just had their way with you. Bunch of Medinas today, unfortunately. That's how the game goes, man. Just wish you lot did this at the start of the season and then got it together, man, because you lot aroused the imagination of a lot of Arsenal fans. Try to tell people, calm the hell down. It's like you don't see this movie. Absolutely crazy, man. Well, they're ish, man. Very lucky it was an 8. Zinny out. Zinny's still my guy, but this is you can't be rocking up with the false left back thing. He crumbled. Everybody crumbled, man. I don't know how many goals we've conceded, but I'm pretty sure we're up there. Holding is crap, but again, you can't really draw out Holding. Like he shouldn't be playing anyways, and at least you can say he scored and he got savage, but at least Holding showed some damn character to a degree. Like again, even before he scored, I'm sure Holding had a chance, and he would, you know, it's a disgrace that we're looking at Holding to build play, but yeah, man. Is it time to make Trossard a permanent replacement for Martinelli? Listen, Martinelli was terrible today. Trossard's been playing well, but let's not forget what Martinelli's been doing for us. Like why have we got to do this? I'm not saying you, but why have we got to start doing this reactionary stuff? Like now every player is the best or the worst players in the world. But you can legitimately say Arteta out if you want, but it's a madness. I got gassed. I brought merch. Arsenal got my money. I told you, don't let this lot gas you. At least you'll be looking saucy. We've got lit stuff in it. That's one thing about Arsenal. We've got elite clothes, but yeah, please stop spamming. Bro, the defense is on everyone, man. How we lucky? We lost 4-1, man. It's absolutely mad. Absolutely terrible, man. Jesus stinker. But yeah, man. No one, everyone, bro. If anything, I'll give it to Nelson, man. Like, cause he looked like the one guy, man. DG, we lost the league in Jan. This thing started falling apart. Ain't that when really the top four started crumbling last year? Bro, he's got a thingy. No, but come on now, man. United for second place. I'll leave you lot to that one. I don't look at the league table. No, Tierney was a cardinal sin. Well, we need a lot more than our left back trying to conduct things. That should be just like an accessory rather than the main thing, if that makes sense. 289 people were flirting with 300. At least you lot do your jobs, man. And to everybody, even the ones running bants, without you lot, the streams are dead, man. Some of these players need to be dropped for the next game. Trossard's probably, I'd say Trossard against Chelsea for Martinelli. Even that, I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps players in. What else can you do, man? They drop them for who? Like, all of them can't get drop them for who. You know what? If he wants to play Eddie for Jesus, because Jesus has been kind of meaty for 2 games now. Tierney for Zinchenko. Maybe Eddie for Jesus has said. Can't really look past Trossard getting a start. Probably even Nelson pushing for one, but we got Chelsea next. I don't know if he goes for any of that. I mean, we say that, but against Liverpool, you know, Odegaard's involved. He's one of the top goal-scoring players away from home, but I do agree. You want your captain to make a difference, definitely in a game where this is his 100th appearance for Arsenal. Been disappointing when people are playing their 100th game. You know, didn't Zinchenko make his 100th Premier League appearance either against Liverpool, West Ham, or Southampton? One of the 3. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. These don't want it to be good. They don't want to be great. And respectfully, it makes me now wonder. Now, obviously, I'm not here to discredit Arteta. He played for. He managed. He was in the coaching staff at City. So obviously, there's a lot of experience he can tell these players in relation to what it takes for winning a league. But you look at Pep. He's been there as a player. How much relatable can he be? Not everyone was crap, man. Come on, man. We were crap. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Raw PB, you want to see me shirtless? Nah. You got to pay a bit more P's, man. Twat. Pause. Subs at the wrong time. Well, not even at the wrong time, but the game's done. How can he make a difference when our whole team are a notch below theirs? Everyone was rubbish. Not a single. The last couple of times prior we played City, we've actually won our individual battles for the large part. It weren't there. It is a facade. Well, it's not a facade, but I've been trying to tell you, look, the worst thing is football with emotion. It's like when Man United finished second. They were the second best side in the Prem because they warranted that. They finished second, and we're going through the same thing. Just because we're second right now, allegedly, not that it's all done, doesn't mean we're levels yet. And this is what I mean with the runs we've been going on. People don't like to look at what's in front of them. We're not at a level some people have us down as. I love what we're doing. There's a lot of improvements. But if you needed a reminder that there's a long, long, long way to go, there you have it, innit? Spare a thought for me because, you know, I'm going to be watching this game again. Probably like 1 in the morning. Let the emotions die down a bit. I'll be back with you like 11:30. And we'll go over it again and again and again. I'm going to leave you to draw that answer. Don't deserve nothing. Ramsdale shouldn't have to make all them saves, but at the same time, bro, needy, man. The whole team was crap, bro. Midfield way open. Midfield's open. Not getting our attackers in the game. Everybody's not showing quality in possession. We're not playing out from the back, and we're going long. Not saying we have to always play out from the back, always go long, but we're going long. Physically, we're not as strong as or imposing as them. It's coming straight back to them. We're getting caught on the transitions. Again, when I watch the game again, maybe for some other goals, but the first and last goal, sorry, kind of hard, not even showing heart, but kind of half putting passes together when the game's kind of done. Football's a more mental game than anything, and City players were prepared to turn this title challenge thing on its head. I can't say Arsenal were. Move where, man? There's no moving. There's no moving. Bill it is all that needs to be done. Like, I know Eddie being from South got something. It's meaty, man. It's not even back to that. If I was Arteta, you know what I'd actually do? And I might take you lot by surprise. Give them the day off. Give them a day or two off. Don't come in off it. Well, you're probably gonna have a recovery session anyways, but you get back on Sunday, Monday. And I know my actual thing I would like to do is definitely not, like, because none of you could be tired. The kits are clean. Like City, only the players that got fouled, probably Grealish because he was acting. Their kits aren't dirty. They're the best kits to auction off to charity. I know no one, apart from Holding and the defenders who, you know, by default are going to get savaged. But kits can't be dirty. You lot can't be tired. I would want to say bleep test, run home from Manchester to London. But you lot have crumbled the last few games. And this is your first defeat since whenever, which shows where we've come from. But I'm inclined to say do something different. Have the day off. Go be with your family. Come back in on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Go and get peace of mind, because the saddest thing is, as I always say, the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But one thing I always say is, I'm sorry people, I'm just watching the game again. What hurts more, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because discipline hurts. Think about your life, whether you lot are trying to save money, stop doing certain things, stop going out. You know that it's easy. You know that in theory it's easy, but literally in our brain, there's a part of our brain that can't. I think it's the pleasure. Wherever we find we think about pleasure, it can't separate good from bad. So you know what you need to do, but it's easier said than done. But what hurts more, being disciplined or having discipline, or the feeling of regret? It's the feeling of regret, because you can't go back in time. Never had discipline today. Can't be upset as to why this thing happened. Have to hold that. Well, man, there's no winning leagues, blood. If you still believe you can do this thing, do your thing, but maybe, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And the only thing I'm going to hate about Arsenal fans is there's going to be some that are doing the overly negative thing. I'm not even talking about today, but just us in general. And some fans are going to say, oh, well, City still got all these games. Let's still be positive, still top of the table. I can't, whatever you need to do to cope in it. As again, football's an emotional game. But it's not even that, man. It's a simple game, bro. Football doesn't change from beyond the obvious from Sunday League to Prem. I'm not going to say these players didn't want it and I believe in a footballing sense they didn't want it, but I'm not going to question that is from a footballing point, yeah, but not from desire. I don't think it's fair to say that. I don't think anyone would want to rock up to City to get smacked like this, but something's lacking. And on top of all of that, you're not enjoying your profession. You're too nervous in the last 4 games from Liverpool to now. Too nervous. Should have a what shall be mentality. Nah, you lose, so what? You go again. Football means the world to me. I'm not saying it don't mean the world to you lot, but I sit here and waffle. Football means the world to me. It's all I actually know. But at the same time, it's just a game, you know. You lose a game, go fucking with the next one. And I don't see that smile thing. Big up yourself, 5 a.m. Start shout the 9 to 5ers. Cam, you're a better man than me. You see, if I weren't making content, go to your bed, bro. You let an Arsenal, you let, well, to be fair, probably wouldn't. All the players, we flat, no passion, no fight. But it was like that before a goal went in. Let's be honest, if you ain't deluded and live in the real world, you know deep down, even though it's still mathematically possible, it's finished. I don't know. DG, mark my words, we're winning the league. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. But it takes a lot more than doing all this kumbaya stuff and talking about we're winning it. I hope you're right. Me, we're not winning nothing because we're not playing like that. Crumbled at the wrong time. Still proud of the boys for definitely improving a lot more than it was on the previous years, but can't win this. This is City, you know. Maybe if City weren't a thing, then we probably done enough to win the league, but that's Man City, you know. And until it's mathematically over, keep going in it. And I hope you're right, but it's the fat lady singing, bro. She been singing, she's screaming. Someone's trying to chat her up, man. I mean, I respect it. Everything you said was real. It applies to the simplest things, and it's true. Football mirrors society. Society mirrors football, man. You know how Arsenal fans, like all football fans, but you know Arsenal fans are weird, man. It's unhealthy. Players are gonna, I can't imagine today, but certain players are gonna be the best thing since sliced bread a few months ago. They're rubbish now. They're gonna be amazing. Fair enough, man. Even Ramsdale and Gabriel, I've said the one thing that's gonna hold them back is sometimes the bozo moments. Just generally speaking, I'm not even necessarily isolated to today. If they don't improve, you need to upgrade on them. Maybe not in the distant future, but that's just something to look at. And I love them both. I got a lot of time for Xhaka. Don't have to. You was crap today, but don't have to question your mentality. Think you're down for the cause. You was ill and you still managed to play. But we're smoking something special if we think we're getting out the hood with him in the 8. Partey's a decent. What in the last few games, Partey's been on his own, but you need another number 6. You need. I'm sorry, but you need another number 9 that is a bit different to Eddie, Jesus, and while he's not part of the squad, Balogun, someone that is 6 foot odd. You saw today, we're kicking it. Diaz couldn't believe his luck, and they all gas up Arteta as well. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I'll win a header. I'll win a header. Oh, Jesus won one. I'll win a header. Out of 10 headers, Jesus will win 2. And when you've got no one linking up, if they, I don't even like the word positive for today because I don't think there is, but I think. Apart from Smith Rowe, the subs did okay. Even Jorginho as well, even though we did have madness in terms of the goal we conceded. Just the last one. Pardon me, messed up the clean sheet in it. That's about it. And I would say one positive is it's not even a positive, but for some fans, and I'm not saying I have all the answers, but some fans don't like to see what's in front of them at all clubs. You can see it. There's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot of good, not today, definitely not, but there's a lot of good things in this team. But you're gassing them too much. Until the game management, the man management, the street smartness, that will to defend, and as well, because today, as much as it was about tactics, where Arteta needed to change things early and go free at the back, in my opinion, mentality, the last 4 games have shown, in fact, not even mentality, psychologically, emotions, not been able to keep them in check, not played well for 90. Credit to City. Beyond the obvious, great team, exploited us on the transition, started well. Don't think they had to get out of second gear, but played the game right. Anytime they were presented with options, you saw what time it was. High line, they exploited it with Haaland, Holding diving in on Haaland, sorry. Dead ball scenario, yeah, shout out VAR. VAR tried its best to defend for us, but they got the goal. We're probably even lucky we did, the penalty weren't given early on. So the only thing I would say is if we got our 2 points from VAR with Brentford, we might be looking at this different. But even that didn't do enough to win the game. You can't be surprised. We're here. And this is why I don't like blind optimism. I don't like blind negativeness. And I don't like just screaming, we're going to do this and that and the other. Vieira, I mean, Arteta, for as much as I like him, has shown he can be naive in his management of the squad, in my opinion, and has also shown reluctance to make subs at the right time. We're too nice as well as that. I agree. Walk to North London, have a day off and think about it. They think about it because you're not going to go to sleep. They're not going to go to sleep. They're not going to go to sleep. Some of them have wives. Some of them, you know, you lot definitely, if you're not a footballer, having kids in this kind of crisis is a madness. Some of you lot, you know, some of their wives are going to want to take their mind off things. Then you're not going to be able to get up, boys. You're not going to be on it. Thinking about me, if I got rubbed out, I don't want to do that. Like, let me move, man. Like, I lost. I'm going to go downstairs and get ready there for down my sorrows. And that's the problem. The atmosphere is going to be dead on that coach back. It's going to be dead. I know you need to eat as a professional footballer straight after the game, more or less, but I wouldn't be able to eat. There's no fun time in the bedroom. The one thing I'd want to do is I don't think these footballers can, but you know, Ainsley Maitland-Niles might be able to help you, or you know, Eddie with the South London thing, but boy, it's going to eat up at you. But tomorrow's a new day. End of the day, you either feel sorry for yourself and cry, or you get on with it. Either way, the world's going to keep spinning. Congratulations to City on winning this thing. But yeah, man, need it from us. Right enough, man. That's what you need. This is what they need. There's nothing to gas up, man. I told man about this tournament thing. We're like, we got bigger fish to fry, man. The only thing I'll allow us about is the FA. I'm disappointed about the FA Cup, but we played City in it. We rested players, but we went out. Europa League, naive. League Cup, all right, cool. We rested players. Brighton, but it's a season of dramatic improvement, but it's also a season of extreme education for a lot of people. For a lot of people, from the technical staff, to Mikel Arteta, to these players, there's a lot of good that they've done this year. But anyone that thinks they're at a level, if they've arrived anywhere yet, or all of these things, they're not there yet. Just got to accept it, bro. When you got no choice but to accept it. You got no choice. Like, it's done, innit? Like, it's only God knows the atmosphere. And I don't think it's a game where Arteta's going to scream and shout. There's not a shout. Like, it's shouting. Think about it. If you got battered like that, as much as City battered you, you battered yourself. What can be said? Like, honest to God, what are you going to sit there and say? That these players are probably not saying. I would say everyone needs to take a long, hard look at themselves. Everyone, from the captain, everyone. Holding wasn't the best today. But if Holding has played better than you, there's issues. Naivety's defending. Holding and Gabriel, even though Holding done all right, like, they're not talking. They're at 6s and 7s. Gabriel and Ramsdale are not talking. There was an incident, I believe, in the second half. Gabriel's received the ball and he's telling Ramsdale, come out. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of bravery. And again, football's a mental aspect, man. I really wish you could be on the big six, Deluded. People need to hear sensible brother talking. That would be a jungle right now, man. With them man there, innit? Oh, man. Boy. Hey, man, listen, I don't know what other channels are doing and saying it's up to them and their people, man. Like, big up you lot for tuning in and being with, man. I can only be held accountable for my own opinion and the platform we've got, you know, as long as there's reason and as much as you can remove emotion for wanting this to happen and that to happen and the third to happen, I can understand it. But what we're not going to do is just do this moving mad thing, really. I'm not with it. But I can't be held accountable for anyone else, man. I don't know what other fans are doing and behaving and that. Shout out G1 as well. Acceptance. I can't lie. To a degree, I mentally checked out towards the end of the game. As I said, I can't. They can't. Like, I can't expect them to take paracetamol for my headache. In it, I have to protect my own health. And I love you lot. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go watch it again, really. But yeah, there's no standing up tall, man. I think less chattings needs to be done. You lot have a day off, man. If anything, go work in the community. I think, to be honest, you don't need to see the chance you have. Because away from the club, you let yourselves down. Like, I don't know about you lot and how you lot's conscience is set up, but if I let myself down, like, anything I do personally, I like to be able to go to sleep and know that if I'm talking about things I've genuinely wanted to try and achieve, that I've given something my best. I don't think the players will say that. I don't like to accuse players of lacking effort, but I will today. I think there was a lack of effort. Not even that. I think everyone was doing the minimum. I don't think anyone was trying to. I think people were looking at other people to be the kind of sparks. And some games you need that. I don't think players were standing up tall. I don't think certain players. I think players were weak today. I'd rather mistakes happen. I'd rather people make mistakes trying to think. This was the last 3 games prior. We've lost all of them, but we've been a bit better against City. This is what we've become accustomed to prior. Credit to City, they're a fantastic club, fantastic squad, fantastic bunch of players. This is why, out of everyone in the Prem, they're probably the happiest, especially provided they win the treble. But yeah, man, we're not. But bro, anytime we have to start laughing at what other clubs are doing, like, it means nothing's popping off over here, innit? Like misery, like loves company. You are right though. But Chelsea have won stuff more recently than us, bro. If we're gonna sit here and laugh at Spurs, which I hope we will be watching Man United Spurs tomorrow, people, make sure you smash the like button on such. That means it's done, innit? It's done. I know my Spurs supporting brethren are gonna. They're on to me still. Everyone's on me. They're on me. I did none of this. There's no way I'm putting up with this today, man. My Instagram, like everything is bombarded. Oh my days. Everything is. Brother, I swear you lost to Brentford or something today. Why are you chatting? Fat dickhead, man. God forgive me now, man. Just getting personal, man. That is done. Man, I know at this point, it don't even matter, man. DJ, I seriously love how level-headed you are. You calm a lot of people on this channel. I don't know about that. I don't even know if I'm level-headed, but I appreciate that, man. Just like, what is it gonna like? I know we live in a day and age of clickbait and reactions, and I can't speak for anyone. But if you've ever seen me shout, if you've ever seen me be happy, that's how I felt. Like, I don't want to lie to you, lot, like, because like, I have to accept man for man, innit? Some of you, if I start shouting, you're only gonna listen if I'm shouting. I don't want to do all of that. Like, it's about the football, man. And even that, we can scream, we can shout, we can do all of that. But how the problems in life get solved? By sulking, by shouting. I'm not saying you're saying that, but by sulking, by shouting, by moaning, but like what? Even me, like that was a hard to watch, but I'm going to watch it again now that I know the result and you can kind of accept it. Maybe I'm going to see things that I never saw. Nah, man, listen, let's be real. When it comes to your brethren, banter's banter in it. I got friends that support Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. Banter's banter in it. Like, I've been there. Oh, we finished 8th. I'm giving people nonsense. I can't avoid socials, and to be fair, like, bro, I'm not saying you, but a lot of like the game's the game, innit? Like, I'm sure a lot of Liverpool, Man United fans gave a lot of verbal. Then they lost 7-0 to Liverpool. They had to hold that, innit? I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans have been given a lot of verbal. You have to hold that. Like, it's all banter at the end of the day. I know sometimes it goes a bit too far. It's peak. And we got to go to Newcastle next. Peak. Pardon me, really, Ren? Stop doing this verbal thing. Don't do this verbal thing. Look at this guy. I knew he was going to use that Bukayo Saka thing. Boy. And Arteta's going to have to hold some blame as well, because you now know that you're going to need to sign a right-sided centre back. You don't need to spend cash, but spend cash in the right areas, man. I can't lie, the way you lot sounded in the second half, how you lot played in the second half, it don't sound impossible. Fair enough, you know, fans. You said you were the title, just so go on. Banter is banter, man. Marky Mark, you got the same name as someone I know. Hey, bro, there's no focus to that, bro. G1, if you weren't my guy, I'd say yes, I am. No phone calls today, man. Nah, man, there's no positive, bro. There's no positive. The only positive that it's not is that it's not 8. That's the only positive. There's no positive today. What positive can there be? Right, what positive? The result is one thing to be disappointed, but for me, it's how you play, man. Because as you know, there's only 3 outcomes in football, innit? You win, lose, or draw. But sometimes you can lose when you don't deserve to. Sometimes you can win when you don't deserve to. Sometimes you can draw when you deserve more, and all different denominations. We didn't deserve anything. Mikel got it wrong today. Has to hold that, man. Nah, man. There's no logging out of socials. Like, I got all them topics and that muted, man. This is where you gotta play chess, not checkers. And this is why I do the banner thing here and there on a half-hearted thing with you, but this is why I don't come out and do the mad thing, because then you're left alone. The only thing that's actually been rattling me in recent weeks is big up Tapping Toes. Hopefully I can get him on the show this week or next week or something. He sends whenever Arsenal been catching L's, he's been talking tough in my DMs. All right, we'll deal with Bayern Munich when it comes, man. That's next season problem. One problem at a time, man. Tonight was Manchester City. They beat North London Red. They didn't beat Arsenal. That ain't my Arsenal. I know that much. That ain't my Arsenal. They ain't unlocked the badges and that. Chelsea lost, but they've been losing all week, man. Saka, the most protected player in the league. Where are we getting these things from? But yeah, man. Probably need something a bit stronger, really. On that note, though, people, appreciate you lot. We're getting up here to 4 hours. It's almost 11 o'clock here at night, so what I'm actually gonna do is download the clips of this where we talked about the game and put that as a review. I'm gonna go record a quick review of the game, and then yeah, man, it is what it is in that regards. But if you're gonna troll, at least follow me. What's going on with these teenage versions, man? But yeah, on that note, peace out, you lot, man. Again, win, lose, draw. It's appreciative to talk football, run a little joke with you lot, watch the games with you lot. Tomorrow, we're watching Spurs against Man United, people. Again, when am I starting that? At 8 p.m. If you ain't subscribed and smash the like button now, then what are you doing? On that note, though, stay blessed, stay safe. Go to your beds, people. I know, don't think what if. Just go to sleep, bro. On that note, love. Zinchenko, you got to be brave in situations.
Against this right back, Charlie.
There's always just that active red flag. Defenders, I think, it's like. There's always just that active red flag. Defenders.